Eagle dressed up as an e-girl. Like, ooh, and then it's just suddenly just like, that you know that.
We're live with the ooh-woo.
We're live with the ooh-woos.
Ooh-woo.
All right, so, hi
I'm
there.
Strad Von Zarovich. Ooh-woo.
Oh, God, no. No.
Know this me, senpai. Know this me.
Strad is not an
You've just
e-girl.
ruined everything.
No, I think he improved it.
I don't even like you,
This is
bakas.
Anyway.
All right, hi. Welcome to Tears of Kairos, where the insanity is on the top shelf, and to your left you'll find absolute chaos. Absolute.
It's
chaos.
been a day, folks.
It
I'm here.
has.
It has been a week.
It has been a day. It has been a week. It has been a
Oh, yeah.
while.
It is Thursday. We're playing. So, yeah, we're at the end of it.
We're almost there, guys. Just hold on a little bit longer. In any
I've had
case,
that type of day.
In any case, welcome to Tears of Kairos. I'm Neysa Does Cosplay, your DM and crazy person resident. And we've got folkses at the tables. Introduce selves, please.
I am a Ninja Spence, and I will be playing Zhonya, Embersong, the fire Genasi Time Wizard, and her Blink Doggo, Zorina. And we got Puppet Tal'gor.
Tal'gor,
He's
Puppet
back.
Tal'gor's back. I found him.
He's
Because
back.
that that Nate because of that it is a Nate Paints Warhammer's birthday.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday!
And he didn't want to spend it with us.
Oh, I know. He wanted to spend it with his wife. How dare he?
Yeah, his. Are they married now?
I don't know.
No,
Common law.
Common law.
Wife type individual.
yes,
Julie.
Julie. Why are we naming
Partner.
She has,
Awesome lady.
has name.
She
She should say it.
She has
Speaking of
plans.
names, my name is Jed. I'm playing Arten, Dawnwatcher, the Leonin fighter. No, he's a biter.
Fighter.
He's more than one way.
But he's a
Fighter,
biter.
fighter.
He's a biter.
He is. I got the marks.
I've yet to bite in the combat way.
Love is a bad feeling.
You know, you're not wrong.
My name is Hewitt, or Miro is my online handle. I'll be playing Fil'verl Ettin, the Astral Elf Sorlock. I'll also be playing Gog. He's a rogue.
He is a rogue. Alright, so we're going to start doing something a little different as we're getting closer and closer to y'all kind of hitting the downstroke of the bell curve. You're going to have to earn your inspirations for the night from here on out. You're going to have to give the recap yourselves. I figure y'all can do it. Y'all are capable. So do the things. Earn your inspos. Earn your monies.
So,
Welcome to... Last time on Tears of Kairos. Welcome to Waterdeep. We got stuff to do, but first, we gotta run some errands.
Oh my god. This is great.
could you name it Song Steel?
You won't believe this. The guy had the worst name for his smithery shopping thing. But we found a better name. It's cool. So what we did, because there was like no one here, just me and this guy, we were drinking some stuffs, talking to her, and then we went on errand. First errand we did, gotta change our regular money into Waterdeep Moolah. Waterdeep Moolah, only good in Waterdeep. So we did that. Moved a little bit of stuff. I got my armor enlarged. Just the armor. Not the other stuff. Just the armor. That's
no,
when I met
after
the guy.
After eating a whole bowl of brown.
Oh.
No, we're not to the brown. We're not there. After meeting that guy, who we did change the name of the place to. Then we went to, what's the name of the bar?
We went to the Yawning Portal.
The Yawning Portal, where I was told I couldn't go down the well by multiple sources. Not a good look.
This is the best idea I've ever had in this entire day.
Kitty doesn't need to go down the hole.
Well, then we had also just basically played bets and stuff just to see who can
Even
basically get, that we had betted that this bard was going to be dead. Turned out the bard didn't die.
Didn't die.
And then that, with just some smooth talking, and then that also some passing of dragons, Fil'verl was able to actually give us some information needed on where we can go to meet with somebody. I forget who.
We were there to meet a guy. We didn't meet the guy. We talked about a guy with another guy, and that guy said we got to talk about another guy, and then we'll meet that guy with another guy.
Hey.
Are you sure you're a car insurance salesman and not a used car salesman?
Yes!
Jed, I need you to do something. I need you to start saying micro machine extremely fast.
Micro machine extremely fast!
And then that there was also some talk about Silky Soft Waffle House.
Oh God, yeah. It's a
There's-
hashtag now, guys.
There might have
Hashtag Silky Soft Waffle House.
there might have been a challenge thrown down with John Hamm.
Still challenged. Come quicker.
Silky micro. Inspiration for the LeBlanc. Inspiration for the LeBlanc.
Silky Soft Micro Machine sounds like a bad condition for a young man.
I'm gonna say that it actually sounds more like a 80s inspired cover band.
No!
That
Just no!
no, then it's just the cover name.
I can't
Are
of
you
just
rolling
that,
for
you know,
initiative?
like-
No, I can't breathe.
Of just like somebody's
backwards.
workout equipment back in the 80s
It was acceptable
for just
in
aerobics. But I think that's it for the most part. I showed up late, so I couldn't have my brain
let's see.
work.
We also there was a pamphlet. We had Grandpa go with us for a while, and then we just hung
We
too
each
hard.
got a
for
pamphlet
Grandpa.
with the rules of the city to make sure we did not break them. We haven't yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that mom was catatonic until
There was a legitimate discussion with the internets where we told everyone on the line that laws don't exist if there are only things that you have to pay for. If the only bad thing that comes from the law is that you have to pay a little bit of money, then the law only exists for poor people.
Amen.
And I think that's it.
We learned about mascots. Each district has a
Oh
mascot.
yeah.
We were told to cheer for the mimics.
We were.
Tis true. Tis true.
I gotta come back down to normal voice.
Yeah, they y'all can all have an inspo for that.
That's
That's absolutely marvelous. Now,
Jed busted out full ass radio voice.
I have no problems if y'all want to continue making that a thing in the future.
You can't go half-ass radio voice.
Oh, if we do it next time, we have to do the full one. Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
last time on Tears of Kairos.
I'm
I
gonna
was really
I'm
trying
gonna leave
to-
that to the actual men that have testosterone and vocal cords that can support that.
I was really trying to hone in on my last time on Avatar, Legend
Yeah.
of Korra.
Yeah.
That
Like last time on Korra.
Okay, so now that maybe I can focus my, wow, everything kind of hurts right here from laughing so hard. That all happened. It was a whole thing. And basically the only thing that y'all didn't kind of recap is that is that your patron Kai or Cornelius or whatever.
Yep.
He lives at 13 Black Cat Way, and he had suggested that y'all come home after you finish your errands, and y'all would have a picnic. Now, y'all did eat dinner
Forgot
at
about
the
the
yawning portal,
had a big old bowl of brown
but
over rice.
we left off with y'all were leaving the yawning portal. Hello, Chaos Muffin.
Muffin.
What are you up to? Make sure to close the door behind you, Chaos Muffin.
Who
He's
locked
trapped.
this door? That's so silly.
He's trapped.
Don't lock the door, dude. I'm trying to handle it.
So yeah, we left off last time with y'all catching a carriage outside of the yawning portal. So the carriage ride is going to run you 10 dragons to get you back to 13 Black Cat Way.
I paid it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
And it's about a 45-minute trek across town. Late evening traffic is a little bit congested, but y'all managed to get to the corner closest to the house safely enough. There is a blue flame lamp lit outside the door of 13 Black Cat Way.
No, I know what a red lamp means. What's the blue one mean?
Phil's gonna look around to see exactly who all is near us other than the carriage driver. Or did we get out of it and they drive off?
I assume we got now.
I assume.
Are there
just assume-
anybody on the street around us?
Not really. This is a really quiet part of town. Like, y'all are kind of situated near one of the gates into the City of the Dead. You see a few people walking in the distance, kind of through the gravestones, but
I think it's just an aesthetic choice.
I mean, it is quite common.
Okay.
y'all could roll Arcanas on it if you wanted as you're approaching the door.
14.
Okay. You actually catch a little bit of more than just aesthetic. Looking closer at the lamp as you're coming up to the door, you do notice almost an image of a small person in the flame.
That Arten, you see that there's a small image of somebody in the flame. Is that this is like connected to a house?
Yeah, it's on Kai's house.
Oh.
Would I recognize it as someone from the cards that I flipped through?
No, not immediately.
Okay. Huh.
It's a small person there. You see that?
It's kind of bobbing with the motion of the flame. You see a little hand.
I'm gonna go up there
Alright.
and investigate. See if it's hot. Is it still hot? Okay.
The glass is hot, yeah.
And the flame's just blue.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's a person there, Fil'verl.
It's
What
waving.
Does the person look like? Is it humanoid or is it?
Small.
Have you seen Brave? It looks like a wisp.
Wait,
Well,
does he have a will-o-wisp in a jar?
No, I don't think.
Is that a will-o-wisp in a jar?
No.
Are you a will-o-wisp in a jar?
Is it
It's
it
not
like
a
a
jar.
bell or anything
Bob
by the door?
twice. Bob twice if you need help. Alright, it's good. Just making sure.
all right, let's go in. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'll ask Kai about it. This is weird.
Y'all make it onto the top step, and the door swings open once y'all are done ogling the wisp in the lamp. And inside, in the parlor, just inside the door, is Kai sitting with his sketchbook again. He looks up as y'all come in. What just happened?
I'm trying to
You're
give us an
live.
extra viewer, and now it's being noisy.
Okay.
No, you're going crazy. You're going crazy.
Fil'verl, are you talking to your lamp again and it was loud?
No.
How do you make a crouch talk like that?
It involves string and a lot of exercises and working of certain muscles.
Anyway,
You have to teach me later.
Before I die.
Yeah, I want to learn that before she dies.
So, Kai is sitting with his sketchbook. He looks up as y'all come in and says, "Thanks, Marianne." And as y'all all come into the hall, the door closes behind you. It's not very visible, but there is a presence that kind of goes past y'all further into the house, kind of toward the kitchen after the door closes.
What's that? Open the door. Is the light on?
Yes.
You're not gonna give me a mute option.
Shut the door.
Problems?
What's that? Something just flew past us. What was that?
That's Marianne.
Who is Marianne?
A
One of
ghost.
the ghosts.
it is a spectrum.
She's like the housekeeper, the cook, the matron of the house, if you would.
Okay.
Wait, do you have like undead housekeepers and butlers and?
Dawn and John are the gods. Got a couple of gardeners out back.
Don John is the guards.
Got a couple of gardeners out back. Lily and Rose.
Please tell me you don't have another John that is the one that cleans the restrooms.
No, that's Polly.
That was on you.
That's on you, Mike.
That was on you, man. He calls that one's your fault. Okay. What time is it? Because we're supposed to be back for a picnic.
I assume you all got caught up in the shenanigans at the portal.
We did kind of get caught up.
We kind of did.
We could go on a picnic tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
Actually, I have to be somewhat possibly tomorrow.
Where do you have to be?
Did I write it down?
It's something about a barrel with Shante.
I might be meeting Mr. Rosante tomorrow near.
Westgate.
Someone will be by to deliver a message if he is willing to meet, and I will have to meet him. God, which gate is it again? That's over here. West Gate. No, West Gate's on the other side of the city.
You mean the west gate to the City of the Dead? Yeah, that's right outside.
All right, yeah, I think right there. I'm supposed to meet them under the portcullis or something.
Well, we were just going to picnic in the park, so that's
Oh,
not
well,
that
just-
far away.
We'll be picnicking while you're meeting your special someone.
We could easily get a spot where you'd be able to see if someone was waiting for you there.
That's fine. I'll be honest. I didn't come to this section of town when I was here, so yeah.
No worries.
Like
That's why you're
people start.
staying with me.
That didn't sound ominous in the least.
Comes with the territory, sorry.
No, I just thought it might be a couple 1,000-year-old grumps.
Nah. Gramps, maybe.
No, you're not the same Kai we met back at the college
No.
that you are.
Not at all.
Alright, fine.
Two totally different lives.
Alright. So the hive mind theory is wrong.
Oh no, it's right, just not for us.
Hmm.
Who's it right for?
Thrycreen.
That's true.
That tracks.
That tracks. There's also some spiders. By the way, fun thing if you ever go on the Astral Sea, there are 2 different races of spiders you need to watch out for. One of them, when they get old enough, they basically turn into the ship that all the smaller ones ride on. The smaller ones are slightly bigger than us. They're pirates.
Pirates.
Hey, then there's another one. They live scattered throughout the multiverse. I think there might be some on here at Faerun. So one, it's terrifying to see an 8-foot tall spider with a human face. What's worse is they can have a knife, then they throw it, and it magically comes back to their hand. They always have a knife. Why does a giant spider need a knife? I don't know. But they're everywhere.
Does it only have one knife or multiple?
You know, the images I've seen have only shown one, but they have 8 limbs.
I mean, if you would assume that they stand with 4, they could have 4 knives.
So, I mean, see, you just made it worse. Now there is a giant spider that has 4 magically returning knives, so they can just go dagger, 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 hiss.
Up to, but not including.
Well, you've also got to watch out for the Cubists, though. They have the best hive mind out of all of them.
But I think I'm just gonna not go on the Astral Sea.
It's a good plan.
Actually, it's lovely.
It's scary.
Yeah, if you get around the spirates, and not to mention the
You're
magical
right.
knife
Well, there's also-
spiders,
look.
which are not spirates, but the pirates definitely have knives. So you know.
I mean, there's
No.
also the Griff. They're Hippo people. They're very friendly.
I was gonna say, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I just found out about spider pirates.
Yes,
They're
I
they're
had
very
one
friendly.
up in my classroom.
As
His
long
name
as
was
you do not
Albus.
have, they are very friendly as long as where you're from does not have a resource that they want. However, rumor has it that the reason they want resources is because they had a lot of gunpowder and they had a world, and then they didn't have either anymore, and it was probably because one guy had a smoke.
But yes, that I am doing quite well. Thank you for asking.
You look a little pale.
It is okay. I mean, that had just family obligations that I had to split half of my consciousness to.
Oh, very fun. You ought to get you a mirror to help with that.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's what you were doing?
Yes, that I had told you that that they basically went to the elemental plane of fire to celebrate Grandma's birthday.
I heard Grandma's birthday. I did not pick up the went to the elemental plane of fire.
Yeah.
I was too busy trying to act like a proper citizen.
But you did well behave, so then that both of you get an A+. Grog gets an S+.
I gotta get an
Wait, what is
inspiration for
Grog?
the day.
Just leans out of Tal'gor's room. He's asleep. It's great. He snores and farts.
Alright, appreciate that, LeBlanc. But
Snarks.
anyway, then that
Hey.
you know that the only thing on my agenda is that I need to figure out where I can get beads from.
Beads?
Yes.
Autistic beads.
You say
Glass
beads or
beads.
bees?
Beads with a D.
What was that?
What was that?
That is my child spinning the chair I was forced to accept in the other room.
His chair.
History. But yes, beads, because then that I had just remembered, I can basically give you a fireball, give you a fireball, give Tal'gor a fireball.
Why
I
are
can
we
base.
throwing fireballs?
We are not throwing fireballs. It is
We
just.
should- using it as an example. I promise not to throw the fireball unless I really need to.
Exactly.
I make no such promises.
But here's the thing: that they can only last for 1 hour, and then it is a tiny little bead that will basically hold one of my spells.
Yep.
So use it wisely.
Things gonna go boom.
I found a use for this deck of cards I've been carrying around. I can shoot them at people.
Can I make an Arcana check about
on
this?
his deck of cards?
Sure.
Sure. I don't know what this deck of cards is. Are you just talking about like catapult or something? Like, what are we
Oh no, I got a really cool spell.
I had
It's a
got
gambit-like
a,
ability.
I totally got a gambit
I had
spell.
got a unnatural 20.
The cards are not fucking magic. It's a set of playing cards he's had since the beginning of the game as his gaming set. But I took the spell Spray of Cards. I can gambit.
That sounds so great.
Gambit.
Well, it was either that or Tower of Cards, which is like Liamon's tiny hut, except someone kicks the card that has 1 HP. We all have it tumble down on us for a bunch of fucking damage.
Oops.
Sounds bad.
Oh no, it's really cool if we need to get to the 3rd floor of anything. And then everyone's gonna go, why is there a big, huge amount of cards next to the building?
But regardless, that, you know, then that thank you all for basically taking care of extremities while I was gone. And, I mean, like, the itinerary we had.
We didn't break a single law while we were out.
Yes. That is
A
understandable.
feat worthy of the greatest bards.
Well, I
Yes.
didn't.
And then that she just gonna just go up into like a little small notebook and just be like, days
didn't.
just without incident 1.
Dave's not incident.
She's keeping an OSHA log, guys. We're doomed.
Look, I'm just gonna throw this at you and out there. Phil is responsible for 1 cock up this entire campaign and catches all the shit. Which tracks.
Yeah.
100% tracks.
But I do have to kind of retire to my room because then at that, it was that Avernus fajita was pretty good.
Wait, what?
Yes,
Didn't they have
Avernus
Avernus
fajita.
Well, that's
But
gonna
they
burn
had-
on the way out.
I don't think she'll notice.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a damning moment.
Spicy people be spicy.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's just coming out as a regular taco poo. I think it's gonna come clawing and screaming like the hordes.
Gross. Just
Any
gross.
leads on what you're here looking for yet?
Actually, we didn't even try that.
It wasn't a good time. We could try it now, though. Pull out the ye old compass.
Mm-hmm. Pointing almost due east. Like just slightly south of due east.
Looks like I need to go east. Maybe a little south, but mostly east.
Wait, back towards the castle.
No, that's west.
Right. I'm getting turned around.
What's east of here?
City of the Dead. Might
Oh.
be buried there.
That fucking makes sense.
Tracks.
Another cave?
I mean, just tracks. And then
No, I'm just saying, another cave. Cave.
cave.
Cave.
No, just like the first one.
It's cave.
It's cave. The second one.
Spicy cave.
Spice cake.
Double check your code legals. Grave robbing is a punishable offense.
Yes.
I'm not robbing any graves. I'm just
be
digging
careful.
holes around
Hold
them.
on, hold on.
Just be careful.
Hold on. What is the punishment for it? I'm not pulling it out of my pocket.
I didn't have it ready.
I don't have
No.
it.
Phil is literally looking, because at this point I'm assuming the amount of dwarven ale and a freaking moon or silvery moon wine is catching up to us.
Well, that she had only had
It could
one
be
drink.
under vandalism, imprisonment up to a 10-day plus fine and or damages covering the cost of repairs plus up to 100 gold. Tomb robbing is under crimes against the gods. Imprisonment up to a 10-day and damages covering cost of repairs plus 500 dragons.
We got that.
Is it each?
That would be in each offender.
We still got that.
I just don't want to spend it.
The
Exactly.
black
Well, then we
robes
don't get
are-
caught.
We don't get caught. We don't get caught. That's
Also,
what we do.
hold on. What if we find a cleric who can cast Revive the Dead, and then it's not stealing if we take it from someone we killed? That's looting. You told me that. That's a lesson.
Well,
But killing within the city limits is also not
Yeah,
exactly.
but what-
Also,
but
we
it's
have to
undead.
convince the cleric to revive the dead.
I am a fan of your
And that's
chaos.
convincing the
Let's
clergy
just
of something
try
they
to
probably
just
don't want
let's
to
just
do.
try to do things.
Find a dead
bit
cleric.
better.
Kellenbor's a god here. Sorry, what was that,
Let's
Professor?
just try to do things a little bit with the law. As much as I enjoy the chaos,
Something I learned in the military was that sometimes you don't break the law. You just, bend it a little.
but this seems like the place that they
Work
don't
around.
bend it all.
I don't think you bend things much in a cemetery.
I'm just saying, like if we're
'Cause
we're
the
in
more
this-
it sets in,
if we're just in the cemetery and we're
So
not
happen
digging
to
up
have
things,
shovels.
we're not digging up things. We're just in the cemetery. It's fine.
The City of the Dead is considered a place of rest and peace. Damaging the landscaping would be considered a rudeness to most of the people who go there.
Not a
for-
finable offense.
It could be considered under vandalism depending on which black robe you got that day.
Black Robe.
Judge.
The Magisters.
Yeah.
They take to the streets in shifts with guard presence, and
Poopy
they
face.
issue judgment as they are required to do so.
Just call the judge a poopy face.
A poopy face. Being a
So-
poopy face.
So basically, that we do need to go through proper channels that we can just you are very well with your words, Phil.
Hey, but we got to break down and figure out the actual cost-benefit analysis of this.
Cost benefit analysis is that if we get locked up, more time is going to be spent.
We break a charm.
You know,
That makes, well, first off, before we do any of this, we need to get scrolls of teleportation. Or not, it's not teleportation, it's plane shift. That one. Yeah.
magic.
We talked about this before we got here. Like, mission 1 was find that. We talked to Grandpa, a Grand Kai over here. Yes, we talked to the Grand Kai over here. And he said he can help us on that. That's job 1, because once we're done here, we got to go there. I got, and pulls out the shades, one thing of the Shadowfell. That's our last stop, I think, right?
Hi.
Where do you wish to go next?
Like
Right. This is Hewitt now having a problem.
either Exandria or else Shadowfell.
But, well, no, we have Exandria, and I thought we had the Feywild.
That we did not want to excuse my Elvish
We'll do
fuck
that shit.
with the Feywild.
No, we don't. My ancestors came from there, but here's the deal. We had 3 options. We got a stone we know is here, and now we got a 2 out of 3 shot where else we go.
But we don't know the that the theory of that the time passage and stuff, so that the sooner the better. I understand.
Right.
that.
What I'm saying though is, this is what I think. We're here. We got to get something. If I understand how plane shift works, because I think you explained it a while back, is that we got to have something from that world. That's why I got these. So we need something from Exandria, and we need something of the Feywild. Because here's the deal: we have, if we get 3 scrolls, which will break bank, but we'll have 3 scrolls. We then have an item attuned to there, right?
Yes,
And then we
that
go there.
I can possibly spend all night studying it, so then that we just have it instead of with scrolls.
Right, but there's a limited amount of time you can cast, right? Also, how much more studying do you have to do to learn that one?
I want to say meta here is teleportation circle 5th or 6th.
Not teleportation, this is plane shift.
Oh, plane shift. Is it 5th or 6th?
It's up there. I know I don't have spell slots for it.
7.
Oh,
Fuck.
I hit stuff.
So look,
So
we
yeah,
find the scrolls, we find something attuned there. Worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, we pop into the Feywild, he busts out the compass, nothing's fucking there, and we bamf to the next stop.
I'm hearing you say you have a lot of different places that you still have yet to check.
3.
3.
Exandria, the Shadowfell, and potentially the Feywild.
Aye.
yes.
It might be difficult for you to believe and to trust, but I have connections in all 3 places.
No, I believe that completely.
It's convenient too. It's useful.
I believe that theory.
It's covered in plot.
Now, if you still want scrolls to assist you in the event of an emergency, that's entirely understandable. There's a few archmagey type friends here, but they are going to cost a lot.
We know it's not cheap, but the thing is we have a way back to where the end game is. We don't have a way back to the places with the bits we need. So an insurance policy,
That we should still. That
Insurance
didn't,
is good.
you know, like didn't that like Lolita grant us all a stone of returning? You know
right?
what I'm saying?
Tal'gor, I've used mine to
I
get
have
us.
used mine, so it's just Arten and then Tal'gor's left.
So we have 2, but that gets us
Back.
there.
Yeah.
So we have a way back to where we got to deal with things and probably make another Kai. Right?
Right.
Is that what the story was?
That's pretty much how it goes, yes.
Is that annoying to you?
It's not annoying, it's unavoidable, and therefore it is frustrating.
Life is unavoidable.
Like, are you afraid, like, all of a sudden you're going to see a much younger version of you wearing something that was cringy, and you're like, oh god,
No.
we're in that stage?
I fear that not all of them are as kind-hearted.
That was the first guy. Cringy.
No, he wasn't cringy.
No,
he just was sus. He was sus. That's all I got from him.
He is young and he is angry.
He
I
was
got
angsty.
I got a lot of that emo vibe that
that we did not, thankfully,
that we all
did
went
not
through.
meet the Ixalan version of Kai.
You know what? I never went through that stage, but I do know that Mama has pictures that I can't allow to be shown because I did go through a mod phase. I was all about button-up tunics and top hats.
Grog just pops up the moment you hear about button-up tunics.
the amount
Just slowly shows up with 2 knives,
You make him so much creepier than I
and then all of a
did.
sudden it's just
But, you know,
just disappears.
I feel like he's
Maybe
got like a
that
big
you
pair of
know
like
that-
pinking shears.
Let's just say I don't know. Let's
It's
just say I went through an
He
inordinate
just
amount
busts
of
out the whole
highlight.
Joanne,
I mean,
the Joanne
that-
fabric supply kit inside the vest.
you know, because I know that my type of magic is rare. So maybe that instead of paying off, using up all of our funds, we can try to see what that the wizards need done.
Right, we could definitely do that. I mean, look, bottom line, we need 2.
Yes.
Right? We need,
That the minimum 2.
because if you have friends here that could get us to 1, like Exandria is where we feel like we need to go next. civilized versus terrible or the Shadowfell.
Terrible? What do you mean by terrible? The Feywild is just difficult.
No, the Feywild is negotiating contracts constantly with individuals that have thousands of years experience with it, and it's not fun. The trees and grass know how to negotiate.
Let me ask you a question. When you were at Strixhaven, did you meet an individual by the name of Daz?
John?
Yeah.
Yes.
Daz?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Wait, wasn't that the big fellow?
No, that was...
Daz is a ebony dragonborn.
Yes, we met Daz.
Interesting. Daz exists in other forms, in other timelines. She has a shop in a Feywild adjacent demiplane that is ruled by a quartet of Eladrin siblings.
Oh, that sounds like a problem.
No, they're actually quite stable as far as Eladrin go.
Feywild adjacent
That still
demiplane
sounds-
is a cool phrase.
Is that your
I'm
new
proud of
band
me.
name?
I'm proud of me.
Is that your new band name? Feywild Adjacent Demiplane?
They often host seasonal festivals. Sometimes they align with our season, sometimes they don't. But since each of the siblings has their own season of priority, what they tend to do is they open gates in different places to allow visitors to come through and enjoy the fun. It's actually one of the safest Feywild experiences you could get, and from there you'd at least have a potential base of operations and safety. And Daz would be very likely to have whatever it is you're looking for, aside from the shard.
Does he?
Right.
Does.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go find him.
Her.
All of them.
Them, yes, them.
Yeah.
I thought you said him.
But it's, that could work.
That's a possibility.
Yes, and in that I won't be able to know plane shift until that my memory gets stronger, and then that I figure out what in the hell I need to do to stop being such a hot-headed individual at times.
Yoga.
If you want to go to Exandria first, there's a friend I could contact in Roxana for you.
That would work. I mean, personally, I'd like to leave the Feywild last, because then if we already have all the stones, we don't have to go to that.
Right.
Yeah, with that's being the most difficult one, so sure, I agree with that.
Nope. Not that one. That's not where I went. Wait. I haven't even... Wait.
Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm trying to remember. No, I'm thinking of Roxanne. That was in the red light you were talking about before.
She does not have to put that dress on anymore.
No, she doesn't. Now, God, that's... It was like I was having a stroke. Somehow,
But it seems like
Wow.
that you have to do business here.
brains are weird.
We can take care of your business here. And then that me and Arten can possibly go speak to some of these wizards along with you.
I kind of want to go on a walk through the city of the dead, just to walk around and see where we're going.
That's fine.
Scope
I
it
mean,
out tonight or
If it's
in
a
the morning.
peaceful place, then it should be perfectly fine to walk around and get a good idea of where we need to be.
I agree with
It's
that.
not a bad idea to scope it out. Like right now?
Yeah, let's go scouting.
Do you want me to go with you? If I go with you, the ghosts are going to be playing a lot more heavily.
No. You relax. We'll go through.
Don't get lost, the pathways tend to curve a lot.
We won't get lost.
Okay.
Say hello to Lumi when you come back so she'll let you in.
Sasha's out the door.
Lumi.
Yes.
Alright. Will-o-wisp.
Not exactly.
At least it's not a misfit.
No, not that either.
Lumi the Illuminator.
My dad one time got a fire misfit and a frost misfit to work on a boat near the water. Never could get it to work just right to actually have decent temperature. It was just scalding hot or freeze your balls off cold.
Funny thing is,
See the blazing
I have basically had a
freezing cold.
student of mine that they basically have made a very, very successful business by making that beautiful marble sinks with just methods all around.
Spence needs some catharsis from some shop game stuff we've been dealing with.
Very successful entrepreneurship.
I feel like every time Spence...
His name wasn't Fabio, was it?
No,
It's
it
always-
was an artificer.
It's always a student. I had a student.
She's taught a lot of people, Arten.
I know, but it's funny.
We're gonna find out she's older than me here in a minute. That's how long she's been teaching.
You know that my mom was an elf.
She doesn't know how old she is. She can't remember.
I wouldn't give her a day over 29.
What did I write down? Oh, it's on the other character sheet.
See, she can't remember.
You, I'd give 35.
No. It's not even written down. But
But 40.
I'm
Alright,
young.
then now let's go before I get
Young.
too tired.
40's young!
Let's go!
Let's go.
Spook,
walk.
spooky.
Y'all going on a spook walk. All
We
right.
got a
Go on a
spooky
spook
stroll.
walk. All right. So the three of y'all plus Erebos head out to go
Yeah.
stroll the graveyard after dark.
You're not invited because you don't have dark vision.
Ooh, burn.
I'm the only one that doesn't have dark vision.
Brain words. Yeah, so Kai's house is kind of on the corner, and literally the gate into one of the gates into the city of the dead is right there. And the path meanders. It is very much meant to like evoke like a natural like prairie woodland space. The trees are very well manicured. Some are even shaped into these fun little domes for shade. The roots are, if they're erupting from the ground too much, there's like brick borders that kind of allow them to stay somewhat contained. There are flower beds in various places, and most of the like the traditional like gravestones, headstones are kind of in the roughly 50-yard kind of perimeter space. The interior of this parkland is taken up more with mausoleums and adjacent like statuary. There are quite a number of them that are scattered about so that when you're on a particular path you maybe can't see to these other paths. It's a very winding and aesthetically natural looking setup. It's not for the faint heart. There aren't very many street lamps either. Looking kind of back toward the city and like down the street from the kind of the triple corner where Kai's house is. There are street lamps that are lit with bright yellow glow. But once you kind of pass the borders into the city of the dead, there's very rarely any sconces or anything lit on these mausoleums. The occasional tea-light candle left on a grave. It's a very dark and quiet space, and large. So what do y'all want to do?
So that's the portcullis right there that I'm supposed to meet them at?
It's not really there's not a port, sorry if I'm not explaining it right. There's not really a portcullis, it's more an opening in the wall. There's not really a gate or anything.
Okay.
It's like an open
That
space.
we can just pinpoint exactly where it is, and in that I can basically see if I remember anything. Well, actually, like investigate it. If it is a tombstone. Because don't you have 9 more uses of that a day?
That's what I was making sure of.
We could triangulate.
Would y'all like to try to follow the compass?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll me just make it a survival check, and you can have advantage. Like, y'all are all 3 working together on this. Like, it's not going to be difficult, I don't think.
There he is. Is it only 5?
Oh, we're all 3 rolling, or
Double. Well,
is it Jed?
It was more give Jed advantage.
Oh,
but,
sorry.
It's fine, no biggies.
Well, mine
I'm
was
not
just
punishing for hyperactive rolling.
I was just thinking, it's like, pretty sure if one of us has a good +2 survival,
I don't have a. I have a +2. You have the better survival.
I've got a +5. And so I was like, when I heard you rolling, I was like, if it's just one of us, it should
fine.
be me.
Please
Yeah,
roll,
I got a
please
0.
roll for compass tracking.
Yeah, compass tracking. 19.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty. It's really steady. Like it's the compass is acting far more differently than it has to date for you. It is holding steady. You're able to follow it due east from
Guys,
Kai's house.
I honestly think that this one might be in one spot.
Well,
Until all of a sudden someone picks it up and wanders
I'm
off.
just saying,
Yeah.
every other time it's been all woo woo woo. Now it's just straight
yes.
as the arrow that it is.
You've been walking
It's an
from
eagle.
you've been walking from the border of the perimeter wall for 5-10 minutes. You've kind of left the path, but the grounds are manicured. You're not tripping over a bunch of stuff. And eventually, as you're walking, you realize that you've entered this area feels more disused than any of the others around. There's a lot more like leaves in the gutters of the mausoleum. The trees themselves are a grayer tone. There's no lights on the mausoleum or tea lights. Even the gravel beds kind of bordering this mausoleum are weedy and overgrown. But the compass has led you straight to this single mausoleum. Like it's right in your path.
Is there a name on the mausoleum?
Yes. Lafkule.
Laugh Kool-Aid.
Lathkule.
Laugh Kool-Aid.
LAFKOOLA.
No.
Laugh hyphen coo
Laugh.
hyphen lay.
Lafkule.
Hey.
Would you like me to
Arten.
do a
Arten has to bust through that door going, oh yeah.
Would you like
Oh yeah.
for me to do a history or else an investigation check?
Your choice.
Oh,
if
But
you're
they are
gonna
both
roll,
the same.
if you're gonna roll history, you're not gonna find as much information.
Okay,
specifically.
investigation check.
I will help you so that you have
And
advantage.
I will walk around the mausoleum to make sure it's pointing at the mausoleum and not.
As you walk to go perimeter, this is the first time that the compass needle starts turning. It's turning back to point exactly where you initially approached the mausoleum.
Okay.
25.
These two are investigating. I'm just walking.
Okay.
Huh.
A Kit Kat, please. And if you're getting up to go into the kitchen anytime soon, I would appreciate you and drink.
I will get the red drink.
Oh, cool!
Fill my.
Staring people with Kit Kats.
I cast
attacked.
magic missile. Mine's a Kit Kat.
I was attacked by a Kit Kat.
Meanwhile, we can vamp.
I'm the candy mage.
No, that is scary. No, that is basically like
I kind of
that is a new Halloween one shot. It isn't the Candyman. It is the Candy Mage. Oh God, that'll suck. That you just say his name 5 times up in just like a up in just like what is it, like a drift globe or some kind of scrying thing, and
a
it's
scrying
just
mirror.
oh, that'll just suck. But what would that story be like? I mean, that that we don't obviously want to make it because that the original Candyman, he was basically up at antebellum times, and in that it was basically that they killed him with bees. So
I feel like it would need to be, rather than a Halloween, it would end up being more like Christmas themed, so it'd be a version of Santa Claus or Krampus that gets ganked.
yeah, I mean that could kind of work during like a holiday thing, sort of asking in that. Oh, that it was basically that nobody had liked this dude. No, then that's more like Freddy Krueger territory, because that Freddy Krueger was essentially like.
Yeah, wasn't he bullied?
I think that he was bullied and stuff, No, that was. I think Jason was bullied.
No, Jason was definitely bullied, but wasn't. No, Freddy Krueger was abusing kids.
Yeah, that he was abusing kids, and then that they burnt him alive.
Yeah, which I mean.
Yeah, exactly. But one of them was bullied. I don't know which of the horror thing was bullied in it. Oh my God! That we better not go up against Chucky. Chucky being possessed by just like the Baron Samedi. Good Lord. Because that I'm pretty sure I am actually surprised that that Miro has not came up with the Monster of the Week based around that. And then like Baron Samedi is just angry because of that this doll is possessed killing folks.
No, that's Damballa. Damballa's name gets called on more for the Chucky stories than.
Why is someone name?
Because I said, Jed, Spence, Interweb Talks. Interweb Talks.
But anyway, then back into the story. Zhonya had got a 25.
It's me being goofy saying I was talking to them through the interwebs.
So 25 on investigation. The mausoleum itself is heavily disused. You don't think it's seen any visitors or any caretakers for at least 50 years. That's not to say that it's crumbling. It just is overgrown and dusty. Kind of crusty.
Okay.
The spot that we were brought up to, is that the door of the mausoleum?
No, it's actually a sidewall.
I figured as much. It makes sense that it would be the sidewall,
Okay.
which is only annoying because I want to go through this part, the other with arrow pointing. But I should probably go through the door to not break stuff.
Do you want to try for the door?
Yes.
Just
I would like to go
prestidigitating.
try the door.
Alright, as you walk to the door, the needle is still pointing back to the sidewall. But you go to the doors and it's not chained at all. There's not even a bar or anything over it. It's just a double door wood with iron bands. It's easily opened.
I opened it.
It
I
easily
opened it.
opens.
Hey guys, it opens.
And
Sitting there cleaning gutters with prestidigitation because respect the dead. Wait, what?
It opens.
It wasn't locked. I don't trust prestidigitate.
do you want to enter?
Fil'verl, do an Arcana check.
They're gonna have to stop me.
Hold on. I got most of the. Fine, just get the last bit of leaves out.
I'm walking in.
Okay.
No.
Ah!
The open space inside, there is a short flight of stairs, maybe only 6 or 7 stairs that leads down to kind of the floor level. And there are, I don't know what you call them, but chambers, like the headstones, like supposedly people are buried behind.
Yeah.
Along both walls. And the upper level, kind of above head height as you're going down, is kind of a like fresco done in the marble. Looks pretty familiar to you in at least that you recognize a lot of the scenery is depicting like gem cutters and jewelers. You can see their whole their tables with all their tools, the little pedestals where you put a gem to kind of carve up the facets properly. A few individuals with the glasses on their eyes. A lot of just very like this work is our honor kind of imagery.
Whole time holding on to the back of Arten's
As you're going down
tunic
the
getting drug
steps,
in.
as you're going down the steps, the needle of the compass is still pointing at the wall where you were initially standing on the outside.
Is someone buried there?
And as you go further down, it points directly back. No.
It's just like the wall.
Is the stone in? Wait. Okay, hold on. Let's
Gonna be
go
down.
with the very large cat man.
Okay.
It's not in a tomb.
It's gonna be under it.
If you'd like, you could tilt the compass and see is it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tilt it up with hope. With
It's,
hope that
it's pointing steadily. As you tilt it down, it kind of starts to spin back toward you like it's pointing up.
it might be on top.
Gonna look straight up at the ceiling.
Yeah. Nothing.
Hold on.
It may be
Hey,
on
let's
the
go back
left.
outside. Give me a boost.
This is when we get caught. This is the moment.
Right.
Alright, so give me a boost. When we get
We'll go back outside. I give you a boost. Just tell them you're prestidigitating things away.
You watch Phil go invisible.
Oh. Alright.
Shh. Don't fuck this up.
Roll investigation for me with advantage.
$18.
Okay. As you are kind of up and you're kind of eye level with the gutters now, the roof itself isn't very sloped. Like it's barely peaked. And you've cleaned the gutters and everything's nice and sparkly right there. The walls themselves of the mausoleum are a kind of mottled granite. But just looking at it, you don't see anything that stands out to you as a like a seam or a potential pocket space.
I have to actually check something because
Okay.
I forget. This is a warlock spell.
Okay.
Give me a second, y'all. I apologize.
Give me a second, I apologize.
Sounds like a song. I'm just trying to make it.
We'll just auto tune it. Add a drum kit in the background.
Give me a second, I apologize.
Whoa.
Oh, Arten goes invisible when I go invisible because I have to target another creature because I make 2 people invisible casting it at 3rd level.
Lorky. Now, doesn't it say you can? You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, I know. Phil, this first time Phil's cast a spell.
Alright.
This is going off as a...
Do I see you still?
I don't think invisible people can see other
No,
invisible.
I'm trying to make sure.
If you're both standing in the border ethereally, you would, but invisibility doesn't work that way.
Okay, so you go invisible, and I try to play it cool, because you just went invisible.
They both just went invisible, and Erebos is
Can I
like,
see myself? Like,
I think that one's always open to DM interpretation. Hang on. This is just normal, normal
I am
invisibility?
casting invisibility at 3rd level because I only have a 3rd level slot to cast it at with my warlock spell. I mean, I could cast it with my sorcery spells, but that's not as funny. So you're just sitting there eating your cookie in the graveyard, and both of us as, give me a boost.
Okay, so this reads as it doesn't tell you exactly how it functions. It does say that it is an illusion spell. So what I'm going to say is, for our table, the way invisibility works is the way it should work within physics. It's bending the light around your body, around yourself and everything you are carrying. Therefore, you yourself are able to see yourself because the light is being bent around your form.
Also, light must still, to quote Brandon Lee Mulligan, light must still enter into your lenses for you to be able to see, or else invisibility makes the whole world invisible to you and you invisible to it.
So, I'm just not gonna freak out because I went invisible, because it was gonna be I go invisible, I freak out, I drop Phil. But since I didn't, because I can see myself,
Right.
I don't know I went invisible.
But as
He does.
as the both of you turn invisible, Erebos and Zhonya, do you think they meant to do that? Can you guys still hear us?
Yeah, we're right here. And of
What?
course I was holding him, and he...
I'm still, can't you feel the weight?
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Why is Arten invisible too?
I'm not invisible
I'm not-
too. He went
Y'all
away.
are making
No.
noise. If y'all are doing something, do it
Arten,
now.
Arten, you are invisible too. I can't see you.
Why would I lie to you, Leon Toddy? Why would I lie to you?
You
That's a
are
valid
invisible.
By the way, it's up here. I just don't know where. I think it's in the granite. Shove. I mean,
Did
lift
you
me up.
say in the granite?
Lift me up all the way. Don't grab my cheeks.
I'm not changing. I'm just like, if I grab your cheeks, grab your cheeks.
Phil, the whole time Phil's just going up with 2. Lord, lift us up where we belong.
Like, you're the one that made me not be able to see where I'm grabbing. And if I grab something I'm not supposed to grab, that's on you.
At least you're hitting. At least move your thumb. Like, right
Are
over
you-
a bit. Because if you don't, it's gonna hurt.
Are you still searching with only your eyes, or are you going to try to use your
This
hands as
thumb.
well?
Or this thumb.
You're going to stab a goddamn chisel, Arten.
A fun chisel or a bad chisel?
I think he means one of his tools,
Yes.
but not the fun one.
Right. Jesus.
Thank you.
Jesus, tap dancing Mary's good boy Christ. What the fuck, Arten?
What deity is that?
I don't know. I heard a sailor yell this one time.
It's some bard deity.
It
And obviously
must
tap
have been-
dances.
I got a feeling it might be a revenant or a wraith.
Oh, beautiful. Okay,
By definition, wraith.
By definition.
Are
Or
you searching with
reborn.
only your eyes, or are you trying to use your hands as well?
Alright, Phil, knowing that he's got his special boy gloves, is going to take a hand out and run just over to Phil if there's anything that feels out of place.
You feel some odd grooves, but they're not in a rigid shape. It feels like a lot of riddles or symbols.
Professor,
Yes.
come here.
What do you...
How?
Gonna scurry up on the roof.
Okay.
Okay.
Make an acrobatics check. The DC is not going to be terrible. I just want to make sure you're not going to slip and fall to your death.
Slips and falls to his death.
9.
Oh my god.
You do, your foot kind of slips, like, because you can't see exactly where your limbs are.
This is awkward.
You can't see where your limbs are, but like you're trying to get up here, and it's mossy up there. It's a little slick, but you managed to not fall off. But yeah.
I almost kick Arten because I don't know where Arten is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
You feel the breeze as a foot
Definitely
goes
kicked
by.
me. Kicked near me. I was like, watch it.
Sorry, Professor.
Yes.
Am I supposed to give Professor a boost now that she can't see me?
So it looked like she's
You can
floating.
see her. I'm not asking her to get up there. I was just wanting her to be closer so I didn't have to yell.
I'm gonna walk over behind the professor and say, I'm sorry. And then pick her up by the waist. And then just walk her over to the
You're-
mud.
To anyone looking, you're levitating limply by
No,
the
hold
roof
on,
of the
hold on.
mausoleum.
Roll performance. See if we can pull this off as being wicked.
Just here
Just
right
a
now,
13.
defying
Just a 13.
gravity.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
a 13.
Manages does not look.
Does it look more like a cat?
She's kind of got this like disgruntled, like, this is my life now. Why am I here again?
It's funny because this time the cat's holding the person.
It is
Arten,
funny.
Arten, no. I just wanted her closer. I didn't
Nope,
have to yell.
you're getting this. This is what you're getting.
She's close enough now. You don't have to yell.
What is it?
There's a ripple in the granite. I don't deal with masonry and construction. I deal with jewels. I know if it's wavy on a jewel what it means. I just didn't know what it meant on this, like, igneous rock.
So what the hell did you bring me for? I'm not a masonry.
You're a professor, you're learned.
I just live things.
Fine. Arcana check.
I'm going to recommend not Arcana check. That wouldn't really give you any information on this.
Okay.
Just go ahead and roll investigation, and you can have advantage because you're getting kind of directions from Phil. Like, no, not there, like there.
Jingle jangle.
Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle.
Hold on, where is little brother at?
No.
That is a natural 18, 27.
There you go. Alright, so Phil kind of like directs you to kind of like where he felt
We pull a
his-
ghost. I just move
Yeah,
your hands there.
Pretty much.
But I just. it's like,
you're-
but first, is it alright if I do this? Ask him permission.
Just
I don't want to pull Patrick Swayze out of nowhere.
who the f- is that?
Dead.
Oh.
He might be here.
Anyway.
So
He might be
you,
with the queen.
you run your hands over the granite. You do feel these. They are like indentations and like channels, and it feels like symbols. And so you find one, you start tracing it, and you realize it almost feels like an A in common. Essentially, what you're feeling is a message carved into this mottled granite so it isn't visible to the naked eye.
She is basically going to, take out her other little notebook and just start just basically filling and getting the entire message.
Okay. It does take a couple of minutes of you floating there, like a weirdo, but you do eventually get the full transcription.
Hey, this lasts up to an hour. We're invisible for up to an hour as long as I maintain concentration.
So, like, another 10 minutes, because
He watch me.
you're not going to maintain concentration. What was that over there? No,
You know what? That would actually be the meanest rule to homebrew into a system is give wizards ADD to break concentration. Like, the bad guy throws a bunch of fucking glitter and, like, marbles that clang
I'm
on
beginning to wonder if curse, like, what is it? It's, apply curse, or it's inflict curse or something? Bestow curse.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Woo! Oh my god, that was a musket.
Mel's my new crunch bar.
I'm
Because,
good
okay, so
on track.
choose one ability score. Ability checks. That's literally what bestow curse could do.
Give you ADD.
Choose one ability score. Choose Constitution. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made with that ability score.
Damn, that
Can literally fuck up your Constitution.
Just a little bit more
checks.
Arten.
would
I'm almost done.
turn War Mage into a straight roll. Or Warcaster.
Okay. Then put me down, please.
Damn it, Jed!
And then that you can also.
What?
He said, put your hands on me, John Ham.
That
So
you can
keep
just
on
like
hands.
set me down gently.
Yep, I'm getting that one because of the whole body
Thank you.
reaction.
And then we need to get Fil'verl down.
No, what's up there? What does it say?
Don't want to kind of say it out loud, but
We can talk about it at the back of the
yes,
place.
we can talk about it back at the place.
Isn't it right here?
We need to do more investigation. I think that I just think that this little field trip of ours should be over before we get caught.
Fine. Phil's gonna scoot to the edge and activate his other new ability, which allows me to hover off the ground and just go.
Are you visible again?
No, I'm invisible, but there's like a little gust. Like if someone was paying attention, there's a little gust of wind where below where my feet are, and I'm hovering about a half foot off the ground.
The weeds and the grass are kind of billowing out like on a helicopter pad.
I learned another new trick. I don't know how to turn it off.
Do you want some help with that?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. You let him learn.
I can move with it, and you just watch the little. It's really weird. It's like I'm roller skating.
Looks like a
What's
What
ghost.
is roller skating?
You put wheels on your boots.
Why
It
would
sounds stupid and dangerous.
sounds very dangerous.
But it also
It sounds like it maybe
a
go
good fun
fast.
theory.
But it makes you go real fast.
But at what cost? What happens if you go down a hill? You're going to die.
you go
Oh,
faster.
no, you go
You're going
even
to die.
faster.
I
Die
mean,
when you hit the bottom.
that that it is always preferred to make them up in like a 2x2 formation instead of just a 1x1 formation. And
Like a blade.
Oh, that actually
Yes,
sounds
I'm gonna argue that in person.
That
Because
sounds kind of dope.
when all four wheels are at four corners, they can each move independently of each other,
True.
and therefore you have no control. When they're all in line, they can each only go one direction.
That is true.
Don't be talking shit on the '90s mode of super rad, cool roller skating.
I had the rollerblades.
I am a blader. I'm not a skater.
Now, I will tell you this: if you want to know what the most '90s thing ever was, is that before the laser tag place here in town went out of business, they had a rollerblade laser night.
Oh!
At
Oh!
Skate Town?
No, not at laser
I
tag.
had said Skate Town.
No, not at Skate Town. It was at the laser tag place that's over behind the Washita Valley Bank when it used to be there. I'm talking years ago. Like I'm talking like.
You mean like Excalibur had that?
No, I'm talking about before anything. The back of the same building that has OIB in it there was a two.
You mean by the avocados?
Behind the avocados.
Gotcha.
If you go in that building and you go past
Off
OIB,
18th.
off 18th Street, you go all the way down to the end of the building where now there's a big parking lot. That used to be the one that had two rooms for laser tag, and right before they went out of business, they kind of said "fuck it," and they had a roller skate laser tag night, and I was like in 7th grade, 6th grade.
That sounds like
I was not old enough to participate. All I know is that someone ended up in the hospital, and there was a hole in the drywall.
I just remember Fun Factory, but anyway.
Oh,
But but I'm just saying that's 90s in a nutshell. The only way you could do better is if you were somehow if you were doing the X Games with paintball while ska music was playing in the background. Then you have the 90s in a nutshell, because then you're gonna grab your Baja Blast and burrito and have a good day.
And jump in the slime pit.
And then that the Mundo Kool-Aid drinks
You
too.
get slime for no reason.
Fucking Mondo off-brand Kool-Aid jammers.
Anyway,
When you're
then
too
we-
poor to get
Oh, the nostalgia. Oh,
when you're
the
too poor to
nostalgia.
buy Kool-Aid, you get Mondo.
When you're too poor to get Kool-Aid, you get Ohana Punch.
Or else then you had with the little huggies. Or
the
that's
Faygo
the
version.
Hucklebuck.
Oh yeah, the little
hug-
those little huggies.
Huggies still exist, and they're amazing.
They're in
If
my
you have
shed.
kids, get Huggies, because the kids just want the thing to be colored and sweet.
Jungle Juice. Jungle Juice is the best though.
You
as
can't
far
say
as
Jungle
volume.
Juice to me and me not think of stuff that the frats
That
made.
college,
You
right?
cannot have kids drink jungle juice, because
No,
that
the-
shit kills grown men.
The stuff that's in the really the milk carton plastic.
Oh, that's juicy juice.
Alright.
That's Tampico.
That's Anyway.
Now you use Tampico to make jungle juice.
Good
Anyway.
Jungle Juice right there.
Tampico is off-brand Tropicana.
Jungle Juice always starts with like 2 bottles of diesel poured into a giant igloo thing,
Yeah, into an igloo cooler.
and then they like just take a whole can of like Gatorade or
Something
some
mixed.
kind of lemonade powder mix. Just go poof, and then they're like,
Then you
and
take-
now other alcohols that we just had lying around.
And then you grab one big red and one big orange Tampico, like the 2-gallon, used to be 95 cents thing.
Yeah.
And you pour them in, and then you have a bad time.
And it always tasted like either
Sweet.
some kind of weird fruit punch or lemonade. Just straight lemonade, but it was like bluish green, and you're like, why is this a dark bluish green lemonade? And then 7 drinks later, you're walking around dressed like a ghost, but talking like Captain Jack Sparrow because you swear you do a better impression than the actual Captain Jack
I
Sparrow.
was sharing my story on break because it was one of those hangovers.
Oh, we went way off. We went way off the path.
Well, I'm just going to say, you get the jungle juice, and then you wake up.
Anyway,
I'm not sure I ever
So-
woke up. This is all just a hallucination from that last
So
time.
Phil is hoverboarding away.
okay.
I got my
Arten is
hover heelys.
Arten's still invisible.
We're both still invisible.
But I'm fine. I'm just walking. I'm like,
Alrighty then.
all right. Well, I guess follow. I'm gonna follow y'all.
Okay.
Follow the
Hello,
cinnamon.
Everboss.
Press
I'm
the
good.
tape. Press the
I'm
tape.
good.
Press
I'm
the
good.
tape.
This is so weird. Let's go. I feel like the ghosts won't let us in the house if we don't have all 4 of us. You don't know how to drop the spell? Like, that's a basic thing you learn to do.
Wait. I think I can do it. Most of these spells work on concentration. I go to the where the hovering is, and I stop. I go like, okay,
Oh.
and then smack. Hopefully,
Sorry,
Attack.
I hit you right in the butt.
You
But
know
I'm
what?
not sure.
You know what? This needs an intelligence check to see if you can math appropriately the geometry here.
Math it.
Okay. So it's me that you're saying intelligence check, but okay.
That's literally what you're trying to do is math this.
I don't get advantage on this. I got an 11.
Okay. Phil, roll a d8 for me.
I love this.
Roll a d8.
I got a 1.
Wait. I don't know if I'm swinging at the right side of him to hit his butt.
You don't.
No.
And
This is gonna be great.
the best part is you also don't know how high he's hovering. You get a hand clobbering right across your kneecaps.
Would that also be an attack roll at disadvantage because I'm invisible?
I mean, yes. Yeah.
I did, but I did just like it's right here.
We judged the angle.
You got the angle wrong, but now we gotta see if you hit.
Yeah. Y'all asked for this, man.
I'm
Y'all
invisible,
started
you
this.
invisible, this is all weird.
This is so bad.
I love this.
Now, technically, what's really fun is with him being invisible, his attack roll should be at advantage because he has advantage because he's invisible. But you're at disadvantage. But
So
he's
So
at
it's a
disadvantage.
straight roll.
straight roll.
It's a straight roll. Today is a straight roll.
When invisible meets invisible, what happens? Nothing. It cancels out.
Alright, so yeah, there's that.
We're roller skating in the
I'm on
laser
the
tag
wrong-
now, y'all.
I'm on
That's
the
what's
wrong person.
happening.
It's becoming bumper cars.
Nope.
You want up?
Nope. Nope. Arten.
Oh god, feeble mind cast it on somebody that's invisible.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
That's a 10. I don't
Total?
get it.
No.
I don't
What
get
the? Horton, what? Was that you?
it. And a backhand.
You're aiming for the noise. Yeah, roll again.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm gonna hit you.
There's a whiff.
That's worse. Let's keep going.
You finally realize what's happening. You're starting to zoom backwards.
Yeah.
That is a crit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
He zoomed backwards right into the third swing.
Please tell me it's the goddamn tail.
I don't care. That was a crit. I hit you.
It's awesome.
I don't have to do the damage. I just hit you.
You
I hit
connect.
you good.
So go ahead and roll me a concentration check. Just beat a 10. Okay, great. You're uninvisible now.
We're uninvisible. I'm still hovering.
So it was so it would have been kneecap, and then this would have been the back of the leg, like thigh, and then so this is back at the front.
You slap me in the titty.
The third
That's what
time
you
was
do.
the
It's
front,
just-
and so you're like moving us, slap you right in the titty, and you go ah, and you spin, and we both go uninvisible. And we're
I'm gonna
like,
get you
got it.
only to do.
Still hovering.
Are you okay, dude?
You know, that was very dramatic and unnecessary.
I think it was perfectly necessary because I'm not invisible anymore.
Alright, so y'all make your way.
So want to be petty right now with my one other spell slot.
Y'all make your ways back to Kai's house. The little blue flicker of Lumi is still in the lamp. The door opens as y'all mount the steps, and this time you can almost see the ghostly figure that's kind of standing, holding the door open. Looks like a noble maiden. Just kind of the outline of the clothing she's wearing, this kind of false image silhouette of a lady in full ball gown. But a very young lady. The glimpses of face that you get are very fresh-faced and childlike.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Lumi, thank you.
Thank you, Mimi.
Appreciate it.
Y'all come inside, the door closes. Kai is not in the parlor. And Marianne floats toward the kitchen and the hall that goes to the stairs that lead up to y'all's rooms. There is a trio, quadruplet of candelabra, 4 single stick candelabra, on the sideboard. She kind of, like, you get the guess that she's gesturing toward them.
Oh.
No candles. Yeah.
Yeah. I grab mine. And then I go into my room.
We're being told go to bed.
Yes, we're being told go to bed. Now go to bed.
I don't sleep.
I liked it when the ghost told me, but not when you did it.
Yeah, that was mean.
Have I always been mean to you? Or
I need a
have
glass of water.
That I have never been mean
But
to
I want
you,
a cookie.
Fil'verl.
I need a glass of water. I need to go to the bathroom at this exact moment. Never before.
I need a cookie. Do you need a cookie?
Yes.
We both
Marianne,
need
A
cookies.
cookie.
as y'all are arguing, Marianne has drifted into the kitchen and pulled open a cupboard. Little bits of, like, frost steam are trickling out into the air. She pulls out a platter that has, like, scones.
I didn't expect that to work.
Now I need something else.
No,
Someone
no,
needs,
no,
I
no,
need
no,
read
no,
me a
no,
story. Someone needs to sing me a song. This I can't. I'm turning into my own child.
She sets the scones down on like the small table in the kitchen.
Thank you. We were mostly doing it to be mean to the professor. But appreciate. Oh, those look really fucking good.
Have a scone in each hand. We were doing being mean to who?
They're very cold, like half frozen.
First, did you take to be warm?
Wait. Just. What?
Arten?
They're cold.
Arten Dawnwatcher. If that you value your fur.
The man
not
you get,
do
the
that
better
again.
this works.
I value this fur. Please don't singe it.
No, I
Phil
won't.
is just slowly walking backwards up the stairs with one scone and a couple in here and a ham. I looked in the freezer.
I've lost control of my party.
I
got a whole thing of sausages sticking out of one pocket like a goddamn Looney Tune.
I should have bumped that. Should have put that 16. I should have put that 16 in the charisma. Oh well.
Just the whole time Phil's like, when he gets to the turn, just still watching this happen.
Okay.
I'll remember you.
I guess that y'all can have your milk and cookies before y'all go to bed.
Thank you, Mom.
All I can think of is the goddamn swimsuit picture, and that makes it weird.
Marianne pulls out a pitcher and pours. Probably could be milk, but it seems a little sour.
Oh.
I went upstairs, so I don't gotta drink the bad milk.
No, thank you. I am intolerant of this. I have to have water. Or ale.
She gestures with the pitcher up the stairs.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
You got told.
You got told.
Goodbye.
When you get upstairs, there's a tray that has like a pitcher with iced water and glasses in your room, in your room.
Right before that, I basically go to bed. That I just like walk by Arten's ice water. Just do a little bit of produce flame and just melt the ice in it and make it lukewarm.
They went up to their room first before you
gotcha.
did, so you'd have to go into his room to be able to do that.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
Gonna make things hot randomly.
I'm on the other side of the wall from you two.
I defrosted my scone in your head. That's funny. That's just funny right there. I don't care who you are.
Phil will change into his pajamas.
Okay.
Arten will get naked.
Phil will look
Makes
out
sense.
the doorway and see Zhonya contemplating melting water. And then go, don't worry. And then right at the edge of the door, prestidigitate a terrible fart. And then prestidigitate a knock and go back into the room.
And then that basically like right before Arten opens up that door, just a nothing minuscule, but just like a little spark of a flame, just to seem like somebody farted on fire.
You know they would assume that's you. The fire genasi farts would catch on fire.
They're sparky.
So, scene. I just got naked because I told everybody that I got naked. I am nude. Alright?
I closed my door.
Who knows?
You're on the next floor. You gotta go upstairs.
No one, I don't know what's going on in my room, but I am naked. I go to the door because someone knocked. Me, not being bashful in any way, swing the door open. Yeah? Flame. And you ever fart in the shower? Because I'm imagining that's where we're at right now. Because it hits in a different way. Boom. Fart. Shower. Hot. Hot. Door shuts. And I spend the next 20 minutes doing that thing that you do when you smell something bad, but you want it out of your nose, and you just...
So you're right at your door doing that?
I'm walking back to my.
Oh, okay.
I've already shut the door. I'm in
Do
the
I hear
room.
this through the wall?
Erebus is just standing there staring like
He saw the fire.
You saw the Sparkies.
they enjoy their pranks, don't they?
Huh? Yeah.
We should find a way to get them back.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know how, but we should. Anyway, so
I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm not special.
Phil has
Y'all made
wedged
it
a
back?
chair underneath the door handle.
y'all made it back to the house.
Jed has
Went to bed
checks
with snackies in
misty
some
stuff.
cases.
Yes, he
does.
Y'all did not discuss the.
Yeah, then it was bedtime. We got told to go to bed.
We were told by a ghost lady, here's your
Go to bed.
scones and go to bed.
And
So,
then someone pissed off the fire genasi who lit a fart outside the door.
and so we're just going to
Alright.
talk about this in the morning,
So
I guess.
Phil's
Okay.
going to put a chair
Over
underneath
breakfast.
the door handle.
Okay.
He's in his pajamas.
All right.
He is going to then put the lantern, because are these like the big fancy beds? Are these like 4-poster beds that have a
Yes.
canopy and shit?
Yes.
Phil's going to put the lantern underneath the bed and touch it so that he can go sleep in the super comfy all the pillows.
Nice.
And when the 4-hour trance is up, he will spend the next 4 hours getting back all the sorcery points I just erased.
Okay. Ushella is very quiet tonight. Like, she sits there and cuddles you and braids your hair, but she's not very talkative tonight.
I wish someone would cuddle me and braid my hair.
That's what Erebus is for, damn
I
it.
don't have hair.
You have a beautiful
You
mane.
have a mane.
And the
You can-
beard.
you
Talking
can
about
get
real life. Real life.
Oh.
But it's nice though.
Grow the beard out, and then
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
braids the beard.
No, not John Hamm. My hands are not silky smooth. I have freaking splinters still in this shit.
Anyway,
Oh,
that
y'all.
anyway that O'Shell
Anyway.
is not talking
O'Shell's-
tonight.
Ushella's not very talkative tonight.
You knew him before me. You knew this Barrow, Wasanti,
Barrow, yes.
Barrow. Did he work for you?
He was a friend.
Oh, okay.
Like
Good.
you were a friend.
Did you help him with magic too?
He had a few wishes, yeah.
Well, then he's nothing special because I haven't wished for anything except you to save Tal'gor. Like, I am not. Like, Phil's got the very much I haven't asked for much.
He was selfish. You're not selfish.
No. Is
That's
that
why
why?
you're my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite.
Is that why he ran from you?
He didn't run.
Did he abandon you?
He cut us apart.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds violent.
Well, that's a shit thing to do.
I know.
Is that why I found the lantern in such a bad condition?
He threw me away like I was trash.
All right,
Not showing
Phil's
up.
just gonna do the butt scoot to turn around in a circle and look up at her. Do you
Not
need
my
me to
Shelley.
kill him?
Want me to fight somebody?
Is that why I'm here?
You need to punch somebody in the throat for you?
Do you need me? Do I need to knife him?
I think killing is a little too quick.
Remember, kids, you shank with shivs.
and also twisted tea for trauma.
No, that's called. That's
That is a first level spell.
that's just called Thunderous Smite. That's all that one is.
First level
With
spell.
twisted tea.
Phil's gonna
That dude was a
furrow his brows and not make eye contact for a minute. Torture?
No.
No, well, if I don't kill him.
Letting him see what he'll never have again.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry.
He didn't want me to play.
I thought you were like, oh no, death is too good for him. Phil, I need you to like take off his like pinky toe and like remove all of his nails and torture him. And I was gonna be like, I'll do it for you, but damn.
I know you'd do it for me. But that's not the point.
It's just like, show him what he's missing, make him salty.
He has something. A piece of information that you need.
Oh, info. Okay, I don't need to steal anything, I just gotta get the info. Okay.
He might not be very willing to share.
So I need to shank him.
He's got the wrong idea about everything.
Yeah, he moved to Waterdeep. I'm assuming that he has the wrong... Have you seen the property values here? I grabbed a pamphlet at the Yawning Portal. They want like 5,000 gold starting rent for a 2-bedroom.
A 2-bedroom for only 5,000?
When did you get in there?
All of a sudden, Arten's like,
Right?
Wait,
I heard that.
Wait a second.
We're talking houses. Like I got a boyfriend to put up. Like
Arten's over here just, Arten's like, hold up. That fart was so bad, I can go through dimensions. Phil, nice. But hello, giant blue lady.
Hello. Back to the pamphlet.
Oh, you just reminded me of something. Of what we know what Shelly could be looking like.
Oh no, I have a mini in there if we ever have to have it, and I'm not looking forward to that fucking moment. Well, Phil's not. Me, I'm gonna be over here going, I painted that 5 years ago. I need to touch it up anyway. So,
he got scared when things got serious.
oh, cold feet.
Lots of men do that.
So cold.
Wait, is he a water genasi?
No, he only wishes.
Oh, okay.
Some of my best little nieces and nephews are water genasi. They're so fun.
You have a family? You never told me.
I haven't seen them in 10,000 years, baby.
That's... I know that didn't get picked up by the mic, but my child just hollered in the front room, and I'm now concerned. I assume my wife was tickling him.
He was cackling like I was
I
cackling.
was about to say, it was kind of a cackle.
My child has an evil laugh. I'm raising a supervillain.
Oh, him and
We're the
my
best,
youngest
though.
can be the best supervillain friends.
Supervillains are.
Oh, they'll get your middle one involved too, because they need somebody that will just charge in.
No, Arthur was running around the other day going, "No, Eli's the bad guy." And I was like, "Eli's not a bad guy." And I looked over at Eli and he goes, "Ha ha 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 ha." I was like, "Where'd you get that from?"
Stranger Things. Back then.
He's
Wait.
two. He's two. You're just walking around going, "Wah ah 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 ah." It's just
You
practicing
need
your
to
cackle.
dress that little one up as Victor Von Doom.
Hotel Transylvania Dracula.
That's blah blah blah.
He doesn't say blah blah blah.
That's the point.
Blah blah blah.
Anyway.
Blah blah blah. Alright, so I just need to get the information out of him, and that'll help you get out. Right? And then you can meet your family. I can be introduced to them maybe. And there'll be good times for everyone.
Right. Everyone will be so happy.
I know, right? It'll be fantastic.
It's gonna be great.
Blah,
I
blah,
We
know.
might even have fireworks.
Oh shit.
I know.
Right? The ones that go.
It'll be a party.
Nice. Nice. Oh, when you're out, do you want to ever ride on my parents' boat?
blah, 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 blah,
I
blah,
can't
blah,
imagine
blah.
anything I'd want more.
Yeah. I love playing him so fucking dumb in this situation.
He's so oblivious.
Fuck yes, he is.
I would like to state, for the record, as a disclaimer, I am not enjoying playing Michelle. She is a toxic bitch and I hate her.
Oh.
But
It's the one time I've written more than a paragraph for a backstory was
Yeah.
just for this, so.
yeah.
Our boy getting catfished.
I'm gonna,
As all warlocks are.
I'm gonna
Alright.
buy you a nautical theme patch me to Afghan for when you ride on your boat.
Going fast, ain't it?
Alright. The
Believe
following
me
morning,
when I say,
Uh-huh.
I fucked a mermaid.
The following
God, that
morning,
song's 12 fucking
following
years
morning.
old.
It's morning.
it's morning. How long have you been out of the land?
I only need 4 hours to rest, so
3 hours.
If people are getting 8 hours of sleep, I was intending to do 4 hours to recoup spells and create 40 stupid ass spell slots for if I need them or not. I will make everything in Waterdeep invisible. I cast a level 15 spell. Everybody goes, the fuck just happened?
God?
Phil's the only one not invisible going, where'd everybody go?
It's gonna be the best. We walk into the City of the Dead area, and he just makes the whole thing invisible, and we're like, ha! I get to do what I want.
Trip and fall.
Trip and fall.
The problem is you decided to poop in there, but the poop's not invisible.
Why?
'Cause
Okay.
it's Phil. 'Cause it's Phil.
Phil's not gonna do that. That's crude, even for him.
Zhonya and Arten, if y'all would, please roll a flat d20 for me. I need a d20.
5.
15, 14.
Okay.
Can't read.
Zhonya.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up to Zarina growling very softly. Like, just enough that it's kind of the vibration that you can feel from her on the bed.
Everything's alright, girl?
She's growling across the room, and you can see a little half-visible figure that's kind of rummaging around in your bag. It's only maybe as tall as the desk you kind of laid your bag on over.
Grog?
What do you think you're doing?
Turns
Yeah.
around to look at you.
What does it look like?
A very childlike face.
Oh god, no. Kid ghost.
I have
No,
fruit.
hate this. Hate this. Hate this. Nope. Nope.
I have fruit.
Cherries?
I have berries.
Berries are like cherries.
Yes, berries and cherries.
You want to hide the berries. Marianne will put them in pancakes.
That's fine. That's the best kind.
Ew.
What do you mean by ew?
Berries are for jam.
Berries are for both pancakes and jam.
You're weird.
Ever had jam on pancakes?
And then zooms out the closed door.
It is
Yeah,
okay,
announcement.
girl, that we just have ghosts.
We need to tell
Ghost.
everybody.
What's up, Batman?
What you gotta tell everybody, buddy?
What?
Louder.
Good night.
Good
night.
night!
That's too loud.
Sorry.
Okay, go to bed. Love you.
Creeping the good night, man.
Creeping the good night.
Creeping the good
I
night.
couldn't
Hold
try
up,
to
is-
whisper.
Hold up, is the child ghost going?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna leave too. If it wasn't.
They're just gonna be like, let's see, here go the berries. Just basically that she just gets up and then that she is not actually gonna get dressed. She's just gonna be up in just
Second
her,
night.
but just up in just like probably just we are just gonna say that like that she probably spent some extra gold to just get just a matching set of just quandric sweatpants for bed gear and just slippers and just
Just walk out solid gray, head to toe, got the Quandric slippers on, got the logo. Just
Quandrix is blue-green.
blue green.
whatever. I'm thinking Gryffindor for some reason. I'm sorry.
Gryffindor isn't gray either.
Yeah, I am a Ravenclaw.
What are
but
you
that's
thinking?
blue gray.
I'm saying that this is gray because it's sweatpants and then there's a logo on it.
Oh, you were going the gray
Oh.
with the... Okay.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I'm going with like the cheapest freaking like sweatpants stuff you always find at
You
the
mean like
bookstore.
that? You mean like that? The champion brand that they always invest in?
You know what? You didn't even get them at the bookstore. You got them at the Walmart outside of Quandrix.
How?
So, yeah, nothing's actually missing from your bag. It's just kind of rummaged around a little bit, and some of your papers are kind of like frost-edged.
That's fine.
The house, as y'all are leaving your rooms to head downstairs, the house smells like maple syrup and delicious fatty sausage.
Morning.
Morning. Everybody all right?
Yeah. All right. Just had a little visitor asking about berries, and don't give them to Marianne, but I will.
Like
Wait, what?
a
Like a ghost.
coral? Oh, a ghost.
Yes, ghost child.
No.
There was a ghost child just in your room,
Yeah. I,
and the room didn't burn down.
Kai
Not made of
means-
fire would have burned the room down.
Kai leans into the hall from a door across from the parlor that's kind of been hidden behind a curtain, actually, this entire time. But he leans out and kind of looks over at Sean and says, "That's Bill."
Bill?
And Bill is not a child.
Okay.
Wait, is he like a halfling?
No. Was a changeling. Likes to take different shapes.
Oh,
Kai.
that's actually kind of funny now that I know it's not a ghost child. Ghost children are fucking creepy.
Kai, maybe you can help me with this one. Guys, is it me, or does it seem like the ghosts are a little bit more visible in the past day or so?
That's...
Like, the longer we're here, the easier they are to see.
It's more that you're becoming familiar to them, so they're willing to show themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like when you, like people say, like a town has a certain smell, or there's like a sound that everybody else seems to notice, but you don't. But once you've been there long enough, you tune in.
Usually when a town has a certain smell, but you're there long enough and you don't notice it anymore.
Maybe. I don't know. I've gone to a couple ones where everyone's like, it just smells like shit.
Yeah, I went to one that's Monrovia West.
You've got the
Smells like shit.
shards in a box, yes?
Yes.
So they're not leaking. It's not that you're...
No, we're not at risk of cancer,
They just...
right?
You're hanging around more, so there's new people
I
to play
mean,
with.
that,
He
you
said
know,
it right.
I mean that there is super cancer, but
Right.
Wait,
You know that-
that's a thing?
yes, that we can cure normal cancer. We have magic.
The only cancer I know about is in the stars. It's kind of looks
Oh yeah, it's up there too. You stay close enough to one of those for too long, you end up growing tumors.
As that she's basically
I'm
just
thinking of the
fixed.
constellation.
As that she's basically
Yeah, they're
fixing
still
her
made out of
plate
stars.
in just like a little bit of sausage, just not a whole piece. It's gonna be like, here, that this is what I was able to get just off of the reading.
As he opens it, cinnamon. I'm gonna bring this character back at some point, even if he dies. There's just gonna be someone just gets a face full of cinnamon.
I mean that he has already done a multiverse thing up in some of the games.
Phil has?
I have made references.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I haven't used Phil for anything else.
But yeah, then that was basically it seemed like a riddle. So it seems like that we have a problem solving we gotta do.
If blind ye be not with hawk's eye, so hawk's eye is a hint here. Ye may watch as he weeps.
Blind is he with a hawk's eye, watches as he weeps.
I mean, I know of cat's eye gems, but not a hawk's eye.
I mean,
Hawks can see from a very
Well,
long
hold-
distance.
Hold
maybe
on, hold up.
maybe we can see it better if we're further away.
DM, can I make an Arcana check real quick?
On what aspect?
Hearing the word hawk's eye.
Why Arcana?
Because I'm thinking of the different names for the enhance ability spell from a cleric.
Go ahead.
15. I'm fairly sure it's not actually hawk's eye, but
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's not referencing that.
okay.
DM, can you spell Lafkule again?
Lathkule.
Thank you.
I'm feeling that the gem's invisible, and that there's something we need to be able to spot it, or it's in something, and we won't be able to see it unless we have something
I
to see
mean
it.
that you said that the compass, whenever that you had went down the stairs, then that they basically then that they had basically that the compass had pointed you back outside. You know.
It pointed me back to the same wall. And then when I lifted it up, it pointed up towards the ceiling. And lifted it down, it wiveled back up towards the ceiling. So we checked the roof, which is where we found this. Kai,
Yes.
do you know anything about a Lath Cooley? A Lath Cooley?
Lathkule?
No, I'm sure it was Lath.
Lath Kool-Aid?
No, it was
You saw the name
Lathkule.
You saw the name on a mausoleum, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes.
So they're a family that has since gone rather extinct. They were a family of jewelers and gem cutters, predominantly. A noble family here in Waterdeep. They've been gone for a few hundred years.
What happened to them?
Died out. Not a very fecund family, shall we say.
Is there anything related with jewelers that might be connected to a hawk in the city? Family crest, business crest?
No, but there's the hawk statue.
In City of the Dead?
No. Out in the city. Let me double check my geographies.
Let's go look at the eyes of the hawk statue. It's the opposite direction of where we need to go, according to the compass. But if
I think the compass might have been pointing us to the message. Because what I think this is not physically tangible at the moment.
the compass is supposed to always point towards the gems.
So
Right.
the Hawkman, the Hawk statue, it's one of the Titan walking statues. He stopped a bit on the little north of here, and he's since been converted into luxury apartments. It's a bit of a status symbol for some of the up and coming wealth in the city.
Well, he
As I'm
weeps.
saying, with hawk's eyes, that's possessive.
Right.
Yes.
if-
Not a hawk eye, like you can see well, but that is the hawk's eyes. He
Uh-huh.
owns those eyes.
Alright, so if we get up there, maybe we can see from there, but also it says, watch as he weeps. So we might have to be there when it rains.
The penthouse apartments in the Hawkman's head.
We're going to do a B&E.
Gonna do what?
We're going to do a B&E.
I would not recommend it.
Or
That
we could
tower
just
is
rent the penthouse apartments in the hawk.
It's already.
But I was going to say, look, penthouses are very rarely empty.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe we can just go visit and not break and enter.
Waterdavians do like their visitors.
that I'm pretty sure that I
You're
can.
taking all the fun out of it.
I'm just saying, if you want to try breaking and entering into a penthouse apartment in a wealthy portion of the city that has already got a lot of private security, be my guest. Just don't be
Heist.
my guest in
Come on, that's one thing we haven't done yet. We haven't done a heist.
And all I'm saying is, out of the
We
4 or 5 of us who are here, you're the only one who cannot fall. Yeah, I don't call that flying, but it wasn't falling either.
It's called hovering.
If we were in a penthouse and forced out of a window, you might live.
No, that's not how that works.
like
I don't recommend falling out of the Hawkman either.
No, it's like 100-something feet, man. We'd die.
well,
And you can hit things like 5 times in a second.
That
Who
the
can't?
The Lathkule grounds are part of my favourite part of the city of the dead. That's kind of where I wanted to take you all for the picnic anyway. If you wanted to explore it a little more in daylight, you're more than welcome to.
that you have a meeting you need to attend to
Yeah,
today.
we still got a couple hours to that, I think.
But we can still have a brunch picnic.
I'm eating so much sausage right now.
Just eating the ham that I snuck into my room last night.
She is just off. That she is just going to just leave the jar of like of like the various berries on the counter for like Marianne to get.
You're spoiling her. But in return, she spoils us, so.
But yes, I think that brunch will be nice, so that way that we can make sure that, you know, Fil'verl is okay.
I'm gonna be fine.
Will you?
Alright. Of all of us, I have gone down twice, one of which was to a god.
I mean,
it's just meeting.
To be fair, the other one was to a fucking cat, so there is a big disparity on what can take me down.
Is it that one?
No.
No.
It was a little mist. No. It was a mist like I ran over to help him, and then I got fucked up from behind.
They were not.
They were not friendly.
They're not friendly.
They were bad kitties. He's got one made into a belt.
It's great. Good belt. Good belt.
Still smells funny.
Just watch your accent. Make sure you keep it up.
yes.
When we go outside the door, I will. I have been the most well-behaved out of us.
What? What did I do?
That the second I came back up into consciousness and that y'all were behaving, but then later that night that y'all wanted to do debauchery.
That's not
Which is okay.
debauchery. What was
Joking around.
debaucherous?
We just wanted to drink.
We had a few
No,
drinks. We had a bowl
I am not talking
around.
about the yawning portal.
It sounded
Shut the fuck up, Arten.
a bowl of around.
Are you saying that us going invisible so we weren't detectable was debauchery?
I mean,
That's tomfoolery at worst.
tomfoolery, but at the same time, that what if we got caught?
Well, we
We
would have
would've-
got caught. We were invisible.
We would have cheesed it. You know that's what you do. It's like, Erebos would have said cheese it, and then we all run in different directions.
If that y'all were students of mine, I will
I'm not
that you know
gonna
that
pick
I will
cheese.
basically take away bonus points from
If
you.
I was a student of yours, I would have failed the semester
no,
ago.
you wouldn't. That you would have already passed.
Oh, look at that. That's a compliment.
Thank you.
That feels like those don't happen often.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
Run.
No, I can stop time
I grab a biscuit and I'm okay.
because
Oh,
that.
the scones are warm this morning.
I'm gonna just go get dressed, and we're gonna
You
go.
weren't naked at the breakfast table, were you?
Yes.
I was
No, he's
in
red
my
hot.
armor
He's just
or
red.
anything.
He's
I'm
just
wearing,
red hot chili peppering it. There's just one sock.
I'm wearing clothes, but I'm not like in my full gear. I'm gonna go get dressed and my stuff and leave it at the compliment until you take it away.
That
I wouldn't recommend
Scone in
full,
mouth. Brr.
I
I
don't need
wouldn't
a
recommend
haircut.
full armor
Yeah.
for a picnic.
I think that I am going to let my hair continue to grow on, and then her hair
You'll-
kind of grew longer.
You're in a safe city. I realize you've been having issues for a while, but you're safe here. You can relax a little bit.
If it's all the same, I'd rather not be caught off guard.
Take a drink, Arten. Fine. Choke on a biscuit.
Just walk upstairs.
Please tell me somewhere up there here.
It's a Constitution check.
Saltine trick.
That's bad.
Oh.
I definitely coughed some of that up on the top of the stairs. I don't know if you heard it, but I definitely coughed some of that up on the top of the stairs.
But,
No, wait, hold on. We hear the. Oh. Oh.
I mean that.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on, let me get a paper towel. No, Phil gets running up the stairs.
Not on the carpet! Not on the carpet!
Press the
Besides
digit.
that well then that they have business that I would like to see that if I can try to find at least about maybe a couple more new spells and stuff. And just that the beads. So then that way that I can give y'all's other things, not just fireball, but counterspell and other things I know.
So we are talking normal jewelers like beads.
Let me see that the way that the way that the ability work is at 10th level when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th or level, you can condense the spell's magic into a mote. Oh, so I create it myself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is if I remembered correctly, your ability is to generate this little like pearl or this.
Yeah,
this
this
bead.
little gray bead that can last for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that you have to infuse it into. It's not like an artificer ability where you have to infuse it into an item. It's
Right.
you literally. It's like
Give
your
it the grog.
creation bard thing where you create the little.
We are
silver
not
dragon.
giving Zog Fireball. So that he can just rip off a button and just...
Could he put the
He
bead
would
onto
never
one
rip
of his
off a
crossbow
button.
bolts and?
I mean that... Do you know that the way how that they will work is and that they will use... It's just basically that if that... Say for example, I cast Catapult. And then that I wanted that held in time. Then that you will be using my own magic casting ability as if that I was doing it on
That's
your
neat.
action.
It's very neat. Is this like an action or?
I feel like we're just leaning over the rail, looking back down.
No, this is Jed.
This is like a
This is
town,
Jed asking how to use
This
this.
is like a townhome type of setup though. Like it goes up the hall and then there's the next floor. There's not really.
It is basically me casting a spell, and then say for example that she would cast Fireball, and then as she stops in and just condenses it down to this bead,
Yeah.
and there you go. So then
But
that'll be
what
an action.
I'm asking is
Does it take for them to
for me
activate
to,
it later?
for me to activate? Like, can I be all like?
I think it's gonna have to
Punch,
take the same
punch.
casting time. if I
That
remember.
a
Yeah.
creature
Like
holding the bead uses its action
Yeah.
to release the spell.
Action. Okay.
So then that anybody else can use their
Yeah.
action
Gotta
on
be all
something else.
like stab, action surge, throw the thing,
Fireball.
fireball, and they're like, why was there a fireball over there? I'm like, I don't know.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I was reading mine last game. You
One
know,
more
Bi-
time.
Bizard. Bitezard?
Bitezard?
Huh?
If you multi-classed into wizard
Oh,
off of your bard
Warbiter.
fighter,
Bizard.
Wabiter.
Wabiter?
with
No.
Bizard.
Bizard is better.
Bitezard, because we got to get the "ite" in there from the fighter.
Yeah.
Bitezard.
Alright, I think that we
We're
need
just
to go
eventually
to
gonna find like an eldritch name that's terrible for this.
If you would like to peruse my library, you're more than welcome. It's not much, but
I will see what I can find. And thank you.
are you missing the picnic to do that?
No, God no.
God no, I'm missing the picnic. It's on the agenda.
It's like food is food, and we are having food.
Did
Phil
you say
just-
it was 3 days to get my armor?
Phil just puts down
Yes.
a clean bone on the plate in front of him.
Right. So is everybody back downstairs?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay. Marianne comes out of the kitchen toting a full, like, picnic basket. She floats over toward the four of you guys. Tal'gor's still asleep.
It's all that cheese. Lizards can't process it. He ate the whole wheel. It's just
So much cheese.
later on. There's gonna when that plug releases later though, it's gonna be terrible.
Do we have to refer to it as a plug every now and then?
Wow.
What? That much cheese in your colon is a plug.
Gross.
Well,
That's how you get cheese whiz.
thank
though.
you, Marianne, for the basket.
She's holding it out to you guys,
Got
and
him.
Kai says she's not going to give it to me. She thinks I'm too old to carry a basket like that.
You are too old to carry a basket like
Hey
that.
now. Hey now.
Hey, that's
Hey now, hey now.
I'm going to agree with the ghosts. They can go through walls and gives me late night snacks. I'm always going to agree with the ghosts.
Who could just show up and as you're sitting there snuggling Erebos, it's just and tucks you in.
what
Or
kind of
she
your-
can do the opposite and be like, shh.
Motherfucker rejected my milk. That milk died for you.
I noticed. That's why it was rejected.
That is a quote. That milk died for you.
Hashtag that milk died for you.
Oh man.
Alright, so you all leave the house with Kai. Y'all head into the city of the dead. It's a lot more vibrant today. There's a lot more people out and about, and you can see them carrying things like ribbons and like paper streamers, strings of popcorn, even.
Why are there? Why do they have decorations?
It's the festival tomorrow, so they're decorating because they don't want the dead to feel left out.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that is nice.
We should have brought some stuff.
You think it's not? It's probably in the basket. Like Marianne would not let me forget.
You think we can't make something from something real quick? Like, seriously.
You definitely could. Yes, you could.
You have no DIY skills.
I have some.
I have none.
I've
All
got
right.
some.
Your DM needs to double check real quick who had the box with the shards and where is it now.
In my bag of holding.
So it's with you.
It is with me
Okay.
in a bag of holding,
Okay.
on my hip,
Okay.
underneath the stupid layer of clothing that I have over me, plus tools.
All right.
This is the most awkward money pouch to get to ever. It's
Yep.
like, fuck, shit,
Oh.
oh, God.
I
It's
don't
like when
that
you're-
tone,
it's
but
when-
okay.
It's when you're
I don't like that tone, but okay.
when you cosplay and you have something in a pocket that you're okay, like,
Mhm.
all right, I left it so I can access this.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You're sitting there, God, fuck.
Yep. Mhm. Yep. Been there, done that.
Where the wallet is in the costume when you got like, damn it, I want to buy a soda. I'm dehydrating.
And that is why that I am gonna order one of those medieval, basically,
Like a satchel bag.
yes, a
Yeah.
satchel bag.
Yeah, it's the best thing to have. Okay, so y'all are walking through the city of the dead, kind of mostly following the pathways, but still heading in the general direction to the Lathkale mausoleum. And y'all do make it there, not 15, 20 minutes after you leave Kai's house. Kai starts. Y'all set the basket down. Kai starts pulling things out. There is like a picnic blanket, and a small linen bag that has like streamers and ribbons and like fabric cuttings flying out of it. So he's like, "Told you." But the food for the picnic is pretty much like very light fare. There is a little platter covered with like a forced dome of finger sandwiches, berries and grapes and apple slices, just light summery type foods. That's all. My brain is not working right now, but summer picnic food, man.
And we're over near the mausoleum.
Yes.
Phil will go back to prestidigitating the rest of it clean, simply because now that we're in daylight, it's like, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Have one section that looked decent, and the rest was not.
And then just it's like Minecraft. There's like just a slightly jagged line of shit underneath it from where Phil didn't line up hitting prestidigitate on it.
I am going to, after helping Kai decorate things, because I assume he's helping.
Yeah.
And Erebos, we're going to decorate some stuff. The mausoleum. I'm going to sit.
Kai is in his Cornelius appearance.
Yeah. He just
Should be without
he will
saying.
always be Kai.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down. Have you ever, as a child, picked those little ragweed flowers and started braiding them together to make a crown?
No.
I did. So that's what I'm going to do. Basically, you take 3 flowers and you braid it, and then you take a 4th flower and you braid it, and then you just keep going until it's a lot of flowers, and it's all braided and makes a little rope. It's not hard to do, and I say I learned how to do that at one time, so I'm going to do it. So I'm going to sit down and I'm start doing that while sipping some whatever they brought.
It's like a really fresh cider.
Berry cider.
Not alcoholic.
Still an A.
No mimosas, not brunch. No.
Phil will produce what's left of an Elsbane tied keg to hand you if you really want it.
He's gonna get
Braiding
so
flowers.
drunk again.
I'm braiding flowers in a graveyard. I don't need alcohol at the moment. I think I'm fine.
You don't
you
need
seemed
alcohol.
disappointed when she said not alcoholic. And there's not mimosas.
I love my brunch. I love my brunch.
Now,
The word brunch was said.
at this point, the view back to the gate is not exactly a straight shot. Y'all are far enough into this parkland that you can't exactly see the gate. But it is only about 11 o'clock. If I remember correctly, Three Strings said he'd meet you there at noonish.
Mm-hmm.
So once Phil has cleaned everything, he is definitely going to head back towards where he's supposed to be.
Okay. So we will. Is anybody going with, or are you going alone? What are we up to?
Phil would prefer to go alone because that seemed to be kind of what was
Established.
or seemed hinted at.
Okay. You head off then. We'll get back to you. The rest of you are at picnic with Kai in the graveyard, and
I'll get something when it's your turn to sit here.
it's just kind of there's a really pleasant and peaceful atmosphere. You can hear different parties' voices like all around. None of them are terribly close enough that you would feel like they're eavesdropping or watching. And this does seem to be kind of a secluded spot with how overgrown like the vegetation is, and the trees are low hanging and everything. So if y'all wanted to look at the mausoleum a little more closely, you're more than capable of doing that. I'm not gonna make y'all roll stealths or anything.
Alright.
Definitely going to be doing that.
Yeah, definitely gonna
Because
just
now I
be-
have
be doing
a
that.
flower wreath and some flower things to hang alongside the other decorations.
Nice.
To
Maybe
And-
that as soon as I get to a library of some sort, that I can do my own research about the Lafakula family.
Well, I don't have much on them. If you wanted that, it'd probably be probably in the halls of records at the palace.
I thought we were going to the
Ooh,
penthouse.
the palace, the Hall of Records at the palace. Thank you, Cornelius.
So I want to try and find the oldest male that was buried inside of the mausoleum. But is it a faux pas to open up, like to open the doors and walk in? Am I not supposed to do that?
You did it last night.
There's,
Yeah,
there's,
but no one was there.
there's nothing that would say you can't. If they didn't want you there, there'd be a lock or something on the door.
Okay.
This, like I said, it's a nearly extinct family. If there are any relations still around, they're not in Waterdeep anymore.
Just to make sure, I'm going to make a very small wreaths or crowns, like just a handful of them, and so I can put them on each nameplate.
Okay.
And like, so if anybody's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Like, paying respects, motherfucker.
This big, huge lion man with little daisy crowns going through. Paying respects.
The
Okay. So
characters.
you are able to locate the oldest seems to be a
Patriarch.
masculine names grave in the mausoleum. It's toward the back and kind of like dead center of the wall.
What his name is?
Jeffica.
What's the government name?
So we'll say Lionel.
Lionel?
Yeah.
Lionel. I see what you did there.
You sound like he used to be a singer. But I
Hello?
also get that.
Last name not
Is
Richie.
it me
It's
you're looking for?
the Kufa.
Laugh Calais.
You say it. I want to say it.
Lionel Laugh Kool-Aid.
LL.
Hold on.
The surname I pulled directly off of the wiki page for all of the noble family names in Waterdeep.
Gotcha.
Man, Laugh Kool-Aid's been around a minute.
Well, they haven't been around for a minute. That's the problem.
That's because they got replaced by the Laugh Mondos.
They got replaced by the
Takis hot nacho
Ew.
fries.
I have never tried those. It just looks like no.
That color red isn't natural.
I would just stick to my Doritos, thank you.
The Massillon family.
The Massillon.
The Madeline family got it.
Aww.
So yeah, I put my little wreaths down by all the people.
Mhm.
I make note of his name, of Lionel's name. I was like, I'm gonna look at this Lionel guy because I was talking about father and the old man, or something like that in the note somewhere. It's somewhere. One of y'all
I
got it.
have it.
One of y'all got that note somewhere.
So I don't know if it was fully audible, but the note, the message, the riddle they found on the Mausoleum Lafcoulé states, "Bound in onyx, a fallen father sleeps. If blind ye be not, with hawk's eyes ye may watch as he weeps."
And although I want to assume bound in onyx, the fallen father sleeps is just referencing directly towards the guy we're trying to release, I also want to make sure, do my due diligence, and find the fallen father of this house, and make sure there's nothing particularly sketch
A
about him.
valid point.
And so I wanted to investigate that session.
So
until I
in
realized I
the
was in-
mausoleum, it's only like names and dates of birth and death. There aren't any even like touch phrases or catchphrases or anything like that. It's just their names and dates of birth and death.
When I die, my tombstone's just gonna say catchphrase.
My catchphrase is catchphrase.
Catchphrase.
Arten, then maybe that we can go and
Three
get
things.
a little bit more digging, get the Hall of Records at the palace.
Yeah.
More books.
Yay.
Did y'all want to examine the wall itself in daylight?
Yes.
Okay. So it is kind of up under the eave. But in daylight, you know what you're looking for and you know the area you're looking for it. The marble is, this granite is mottled. It's got that speckling and that swirling going on. And it is one of these, like, the granite itself is like black and gray and white. The carvings of the letters blend with and meld with the modeling of the stone so that it disappears when you look at it straight on. Even when you look at it on an angle, you're having to wait on the light to be right to actually throw shadows into the depressions in the stone.
Okay.
But as you're kind of examining, I'm not going to make y'all roll for this because it'd be easy to miss on a roll, but as y'all are looking and examining it from kind of every angle you can get, you do catch a different sort of glint on the, and this is an actual word, on the tittle over the eye and blind.
Mm-hmm.
That tittle glints differently. It doesn't appear to be the same type of stone as the granite.
Use my claw. And just like rubbing, just trying to test the different textures, and when I get to that tittle, the tips of the tittle.
Stop playing with the tittle.
Just the tip.
I learned this in graphic design, and I did not snicker at this word. Continue.
That's literally why jots and tittles is a thing. The jots are the crosses over your T's and your F's, and the tittles are your dots over your I's.
You
and
opened the
J's.
door for me to have fun with this word by
I
saying
know,
this is
but I mean,
word.
I can't
I'm
say
still
it
gonna
anything
do
else.
it.
It's still like that is the word for it.
That's the word for
100%,
it.
I 100% would have glazed past it if you would have called attention to it, and then I'd be like, now I have to.
Sorry.
It's okay. So
Sorry.
anyway, is there a difference in texture? And
Yes.
Does it remind me of the same texture of the other onyxes? If I touch it, does it have the same cold, weird feelings?
Yes, and yes.
Oh,
Okay. So guys, I think it's just right here.
interesting. That you know that this tittle is a little bit colder than that one.
All jokes on that sentence aside, cause that's a
Oh,
mouthful.
Elsewhere from across. Ah!
I think we're gonna need Phil's hammer. Yeah, we're gonna need Phil's dueling hammer. I need to get this out.
But not, you know.
No. No, I don't. I need to get this out. You start like trying to wiggle it, and not moving it.
It is.
It does move.
As you okay? As you go with your claw points, and you're kind of getting you do feel where it's set into the stone, and as you're manipulating it, the coldness fades from it, and it eventually pops off into your hand. And
Belay that order for the hammer. You don't need it.
it is only the size of a chip.
It's
I think that we're going to need a bigger piece.
If you remember, your compass has a similar chip kind of set into the pivot point for the needle.
yeah.
We gotta destroy this whole thing. There's so many tiny chips of this heart throughout the whole wall. I'm sorry, laugh Kool-Aid family.
Your DM is going to stop you right there. That's not it.
Good.
Don't even go there because that's not it.
Good.
The very next night, we're just there with a bunch of hammers. Ah!
Please
I
don't.
decorated you last night so
When
I
the
could
cops show
destroy
up,
it today.
alright, I read the law. Here's 2,000 gold.
Are you trying to bribe an officer?
10 days in the jail.
Right. Just a second.
About that, ghostful. I'm a misty step away. Misty
Invisible.
step. Invisible misty
Y'all
step.
just gonna leave Zhonya and Erebos holding the bag.
Now, I can cast a 5th level spell with some of my sorcery points. Like,
Oh yeah.
Erebos and I are holding tails and misty stepping
Oh
away.
yeah, because we decided we can do that. Yeah.
you
But-
just both turn into farts and walk away.
You didn't see anything.
But here is the thing, Arten, that it seems like that this one may be a bit of a less of having to basically set an individual on fire and more of using our heads to figure out where are the other pieces.
Yep, this was
If you pull the compass out,
Yeah.
the needle is now spinning freely.
Why are you spinning? What does that mean?
Is that little
It's
divot
broken.
area is hollow, just like the same shape of that? Is it
Where the tittle
Yeah.
was? It
no,
doesn't.
that I'm talking about on that the compass. That is the compass.
No, it has a chip
Oh,
in it.
okay.
And it's just a similar size, a similar idea, a concept.
Okay, then.
It's
Because I was basically reading it as if that basically that the compass had needed to be, that the thing that Arten just put out, it needed to be inserted inside. That's what I read.
the compass
it
already
as.
has one.
Okay.
Do y'all want to figure it out on your own, or do you want me to kind of clarify? Because it seems like we're getting a little confused.
No, that I understand it
No,
now.
I get the feeling that we're looking for a lot of little pieces.
You're not.
Not looking for a lot of little pieces.
This chip is a honing point, like a beacon, made to draw you to the first step, which is the riddle that it was a part of.
Yeah.
It's not that this shard is broken into 1,000 little pieces. That would make it nearly unfixable based on the experience you've had with the cracked one that you got from Ixalan. The fact that it's a chip that is similar to the
My
chip
chip.
that's in your compass,
But not the
it's
shard.
more just like attracts light.
Oh, that it is.
Cool.
a
And
different
because your
gotcha.
compass doesn't ping on the shards that y'all have in your protected box, it just spins. Maybe somebody else or
Someone
something
has it
else
protected.
is shielding it.
They put that shit in a lead box.
But you have a
Super.
clue that seems intentionally set to draw the compass there.
Alright. Well, this can go back where it was.
Yep.
it kind of like you gotta kind of adjust it a little bit, but it does eventually like click into place.
Good. It clicks into place. I'm not gonna do stupid
You fondle the tittle until it clicks into place.
No.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
That's a much better joke. We're gonna let his joke go. He had a better joke. My jokes are all gross right now.
Lord help us all. Alright.
Alright, so we go back to my picnic and nosh some delectables.
Y'all stew for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to you. You make your way back to the gate. Every so often, a few people are, kind of passing you with their own picnic baskets. Some of them kind of give you a nod. A couple of
Would you set this in the sink, please?
couple of passing gentle women kind of give you the side eye, like, what a strange individual. Kind of.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, strange folk.
Yeah.
But you wait for a little bit, kind of watching the sky for noon-ish to come around, and about 10 minutes after the sun's at its highest, you do see Three Strings, the harper, approaching. Has his long-stemmed lyre out and is strumming gaily as he kind of prances toward the gate into the park. Leans against the wall beside you and is smiling brightly to everyone who passes. And in your head, you hear his voice, and he says, "So I talked to him, and he doesn't really seem inclined to meet with you. Seemed to think that you would want him harmed, that you're hunting, is the word he used, and wanted me to let you know that you are in danger yourself if you continue on this trip. How do you do, ladies?"
Do I get to respond mentally to that, or no?
Yeah.
I'm not hunting. I've never even been hunting.
Well, that's what he thinks. And I'm not necessarily saying one way or the other that you are or you aren't, but I don't know. He was being very, very cagey.
Oh, he's a mage. It's not unusual for them to be cagey about anything. I mean, what's rule number one if you're an arcane knowledge holder? You don't share it because then everyone else knows it, and then I guess they don't want to come to you. So, thank you very much.
You also need to be careful about deals and making promises maybe you can't follow through with.
Wait, you're saying that of him?
Does it really matter if the message gets across?
I mean, I've learned to read a contract. My dad taught me that.
Some contracts aren't written on paper or stone. Some are written on the soul.
I understand.
Thank you for your time.
Of course. It's a lovely day for the park. And dances his way into the park.
See, if I remember right, he was over in the castle ward, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So. So, Three Strings goes in.
That bastard!
Phil's not listening as he steps around the wall going invisible. And he's making his way towards the castle ward.
We're going to end it there.
Oh.
And we'll see what happens next week.
Mm-hmm.
Split the party in Waterdeep and see what happens!
Phil just never comes back, and so we go to the penthouse without him. Sounds like a
Whatever
bad-
happens, happens.
Sounds like a
Whatever
bad
happens,
idea.
happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Choices are made.
Phil
What
was-
happened to Waterdeep
Phil-
get you in trouble?
Yeah, you stay. What happens in Waterdeep keeps you in Waterdeep. But no, Phil was told he had to do something.
Yeah.
This poor honey was told he had to do something.
All right. So
I just realized that this dynamic internet, I hate and love you at the same time. For it. Good God.
who are we talking about?
Phil's dynamic with just Shelly. I hate it, but I love
Look,
it.
here's the deal.
supposed to hate it.
Here's the fun part. This is the first time Phil's actually made the warlock choice.
Yep. Indeed, indeed, indeed.
But it is still great storytelling all around.
So, thank y'all for watching. We've got fundraiser information things going on down that way. If you'd like to do the talky things.
Yep. So if you would like to donate, please click the donate button below. Think we're still sitting at 20 out of 500. The goal goes through the end of next month on October 31st. After that, we'll be switching to our Extra Life mode for the rest of the year. Let's see. Sunday, we'll be back with the final episode of Kyle's Into the Woods. So season 3 of Into the Woods, Cold Hell, last episode. If Moose's computer is not dead, we'll be back with Lost Seas on Monday. If it's not, there will be some other activity, might be lore building or what. Oh yeah, and Sunday evening kitchen table. We're still trying to figure out if Knox is going to try to get more free labor and get more lore building out of us. So then we'll be back the following Thursday with Tears of Kairos.
Maybe Phil dies. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? And the Sunday after that, we will be having our second investigation check about Arthurian legend.
Woo!
And then the next week, we stick to the same thing, but there will not be a Tears of Kairos in 2 weeks because I will be in Baton Rouge for my child's doctor's appointment.
Additionally, in October, I will be running us a Curse of Testrad game, and one of the things that I'm going to start mentioning now, because I need time to prepare and y'all need time to donate. If we can make the $500 goal on the fundraiser at any time before our finale of Curse of Testrad, I will cosplay as Testrad. We are talking full fangs, we are talking wigs and makeup and full costuming. I will gladly do that for y'all as grand prize if we actually catch a full 500. I am more than willing to suffer with wigs and fangs for a day and under cream makeup if that is what is required to get us some.
So if somebody wants to just donate $480,
I'll show up in a chicken mask.
we'll have a chicken and Testrad.
At the least, we might be able to get the other players to also agree. But we shall see. We shall see.
I will cosplay as a bald man that just got off work from selling insurance. Because it's Thursday.
We'll just make sure you're wearing the red one, and we'll just put Jake on your
That
shirt
we can
instead.
just get just like
Let's
a nice,
table.
just like get like a plain just red polo.
Shave a bit and get your beret again.
What?
That's
I
zombies.
don't understand.
Jamie Heineman.
I was Jamie Heineman for Halloween.
Oh, I can see that.
And it fits perfectly. I have a beret type thing. I
So
shaved.
you're going to play
and
an
just-
artificer.
And I just,
Kidding.
like, I just walked around with my white button up, and so.
But that will be a special treat. We may also have some, like, if you donate while we're on streaming to Strahd during October, we might do something where you get to name an element of
a drink.
chaos to throw at them, and we'll actually do that.
Ooh.
We might. I'm not entirely decided yet if we do that.
Every
we will
time
do it.
someone donates $1, we'll drink.
No.
We're not
No.
doing that.
No.
We're drinking water.
Then
We're
we'll
not
all
taking
pee.
out-
We will
we're
have
not
to
taking
pee
shots.
so bad.
That was dumb.
It'll be something like
Took 20 shots
bats
of
around the
water.
next corner, or some kind of animate curtains that come after them or something. It'll be something
Watch
funny
out.
and chaotic
It's animated farm tools.
and more for the fun
That hose
than,
coming right for us.
than danger. But
There's
we'll lean fully into the chaos.
A headless astral elf
for-
Sorlock that
Good
keeps
cause,
casting
and thank you very
prestidigitation
much.
sentiment at people.
So be looking out for those sorts of things in the future whenever I run a game during special events. So yeah, do the socials.
Alright, so on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, and Linktree, we are Team Bonus Action. On Twitch, we are at bonus_team. And that's all of our socials as far as I know. I think we might have an Instagram, I'm not sure.
We do have a Instagram that you can find all of the socials on Linktree. Miro, who just said
If you see
Same
the
thing.
Hydra,
it's
it's us.
And since that Nox isn't here,
Don't let your meatloaf.
and thank you everybody so much for watching. Y'all have a good night.